Well, hey, Lee.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
You're a little bit quiet.
How we
You need to put you some tape where it needs to be set at.
Well, I adjust things different when I'm doing stuff here. Just single recording, I got to adjust different versus being online. I don't know
Would
why.
you think after a year you would have it ironed out?
Yeah, but we're talking about me now. I don't ever remember. I lost
Hey,
my phone.
You guys just think I got suntan on my forehead from the 82-degree temperature today? No, that's inflammation from the second swarm capture from today, or attempted swarm capture. So, in case you can't tell, but guy called late in the day, and he said, "Hey, Bob, I got bees in my tree. Can you come get them?" Well, how high are they? That's the first thing I always ask. How high are they? Because I want to know if I can even get them right before I go out there. And he says, yeah, they're about, I don't know, 10 feet, about the tall as a, single story house. I'm like, oh, I can get those. Single story? I got a ladder that's tall enough to get that, right? No. Probably 40 feet up in the air. I even tried the Lee tactic of backing my pickup truck in there, putting the A-frame ladder on it, climbing up. And then I had one of those long pole saws that you limb branch saw or, whatever. And I still couldn't reach them. So we ended up taking a fishing rod and a weight on the end of the line and throwing it over the branch and then lowering the weight down and tying a rope on it and reeling the rope back over it, right? And it was starting to get a little bit later, and man, I grabbed it. I had my jacket on, and I took it off because it was taking so long. And I wasn't even thinking about it. I grabbed those two yellow ropes, and I just went wham, 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 started slamming them down. Next thing, I'm smelling bananas and seeing stars, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'm getting the Mike Tyson punched me in the eye over here. You see it's bruised?
Got a lot of puffiness in it.
Yeah, I got smoked over there. Look at that. It's like I got a black eye.
That'll probably be tomorrow morning. You'll have that. Or
I'll be like, hey, you guys, like the Goonies. So that was the second one. The first one was much easier, right? Just on top of the van.
You have to stand on the back of the truck to get that one easy.
Yeah, I didn't realize how tall the Mercedes like Sprinter type vans were.
Oh yeah, they're fairly tall.
Hey, thanks, Phil. Look at that. Member for 9 months. The reason it seems like it's been longer than a year is because we do 3 years worth of content in a year, right? We have.
I'd say first couple of months we were doing 5 and 6 lives a week.
Heck, I still do. You're the only one taking the nights off.
Yeah, I've been trying to spend a little more time with Renee and get stuff done around here, which I've been slacking on some of the work around here I need to get done.
Well, you and me both. I am backed up with stuff to do all the time now. Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of what happened.
Yeah, this time of the year, I mean, you can't find enough hours in the day to get everything done.
Well, we got what you call it, the so like now I'm getting swarm calls. People are just Googling, right? Oh, that's a bee farm. I'll call them. Hey, we got bees over at the brewery, and they said that they're going to let me put swarm traps on the far side of their property so it don't get to the parking lot, hopefully.
Yeah.
So that's good. I got to order those swarm traps. But
you able to work out any other deal with them, get a little extra something from them?
No, it's a Canadian company, and they're pretty frugal when it comes to their alcohol. They're not going to just give that away. It's but I didn't know Mike's Hard Lemonade is made by a Canadian company. Who knew? So Mr. Boxing got like, oh man, they got me on the back of my neck. Look, was it on the neck or was it on the shoulder I was showing you? On the neck. It drew blood underneath the skin. It's like black and blue. I don't know if you can see it right there. But yeah, they were not happy. They were not happy. And both times, so on top of the van, it had solar panels up there, right? And then there's like a light bar, LED light bar to shine backwards, like if you were camping or something behind.
Was it like a camper van?
Yeah, it was. It was a big, huge Mercedes van. And that light bar had like vents in it. So the bees were like going in and out of there. So I saw the queen and I went to reach for my clip and look down for my deal, and she was gone. I couldn't
find her. Away from 1 second, they disappear.
But I think she got in the box because I mean, there was nothing but some flying bees around, So
as me, anytime I do try to get a swarm, I try to keep the cage, queen clip or cage, whatever, close on me. That way, while I'm looking, I know where to reach without turning my eyes away. Because you turn away for 1 second and she's gone, it's hard to find her again.
And then I actually had another call, but it's a tree colony, right? And it needs to be trapped out. I don't have time to do a trap out. Mm-hmm. So I called my buddy and was like, hey, you like to do trap outs. You have your boxes already set up with the cone and all that stuff, right? So here's the address. Here's the phone number. Give them a call. And so, that was pretty busy day. I mean, between work and getting bees, and tomorrow the company out there, they want me to come out tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock to survey the spots where they've seen bees out there. Right. So yeah, I'm
find some of the trees or something along the property edge that you'll see a little wax residue left on it from a previous swarm. If they're trying to build open comb, put on those places.
A mascot bee in a jail gym suit. Hey, I'll tell you what, today was a weird day because it went from like 0 to 1,000, right, with bee calls. And I'm like, okay. Now that colony that I caught out there on the van is in that same Pro Nuke, closed up. I took a knife and slit the top of the thing and turned a soda bottle full of syrup water on it. And, let them suck that down. And then I'll give them a couple days and break them out of jail,
You going to try to move those into a 10 frame?
Yeah, probably. I will move them. Matter of fact, my insurance colony I had out in the yard was one I took over because I didn't know how big that colony was out there, but it would have fit in a nuke. So now that insurance colony is sitting in the back of my truck. So it's just been an eventful day, man. Everything. I've got so much to do and not enough time to do it. And you know, the good part about that is I can't go get in my graphs because I don't have time, right? So the only thing I did yesterday, I popped the top of the license, looked in the feeder, there was some syrup in it, closed it back, and you never finished the video, so it didn't happen. What do you mean I didn't finish it? What happened? Did it shut off?
Yeah, last one I seen, you said something about you were going to try to get them in. You'd be back later or say something later, and then I hadn't seen anything since then.
Oh, yeah, they're in my backyard there. I'll have to show that on another one. I tell you, I had to leave down there with the swarm because I had an appointment for my job, right? So I left there, went to the appointment, then got a call about these other bees. So I came home to get my stuff to swap into my truck to go get these other bees. And oh, the video shut off. Well, that sucks. I didn't watch it to the end. I haven't had time. So, but I did get them. The only thing there was a few bees flying around because I couldn't wait any longer for them. But all the other bees were in the.
Well, during the middle of the day like that, you're not going to get all of them anyway because even though there's the swarm landed there, but they still got scouts out flying. They may be trying to gather a little food just for the trip or what have you. And you're going to miss some unless you go late in the evening.
So the lid flew off. I got the lid back. I moved the box. After I got the majority of them in there, I moved the swarm box down off the van onto the ground and let them know. The company called me. What I thought it was and what it actually was two different things. So when they called me, they said they were from Mark Anthony Brewing Company. I thought it was like one of those micro breweries where you come in to get a hamburger. I'm like, oh, somebody came there, went and got lunch, and they came out. There was a swarm on the car. But no, it's a bottling plant where they make Mike's Hard Lemonade and stuff. So it was a pretty cool place.
Phil was saying the other guy that was doing live, the cops told him to turn his live off.
Oh no, man! The cop there was doing a live of me doing a live. He was on Instagram. Was it TJ Beats or something on Instagram? So yeah. I once I got him in the box, I closed it up, and the bees were flying to the box and not so much up where they were anymore. So I assumed that I got him. Thanks, Amir. That I got her. I saw her, and I saw the one at the other place too. I saw her. I grabbed her, or I thought I grabbed her. I missed her. She was on my glove. I went to grab her, and she took off. So I imagine she either went back to the tree or she landed on the box. So 1 year, Bob, 1.2 million words. Lee, 30. Only one can imagine what year 2 will be. I'll be quiet, and Lee will do all the talking.
I about to say I might be at 35 words.
35 words?
Yeah.
A minute. 35 words a minute's what you type.
I don't know about all that. I've been busy this evening since I got home trying to make a list of all the giveaway stuff tonight, get everything behind me ready.
We got 70 people on, but only 28 likes. That's a shame. And how many shares? Did anybody share it out? Can you just share it out, please? We appreciate it. And they're sitting here thinking, but if we share it out, that means our odds to win decreases.
True.
And hey, I would like to say it was me, but it's not. Lee did all of the giveaway stuff. He organized all the giveaway. He's got some kick-ass stuff to give away.
Well, so, I purchased a few things to give away, and then I had a couple of people contact me wanting to say, hey, we're willing to throw this in for y'all.
And some of the
greatly
people
appreciate that.
who we got, Philip Morris is giving something away, right?
And we got Mark Miller.
Mark Miller's giving something away.
Ricky Rourke come by here Sunday and spent a little while, and he gave me a couple of things to give out tonight.
And so, yeah, we got a few giveaways, you know.
It's not Brian in the chats.
You know, we're kind of like the, I don't know, the trailer park chat of bees.
Hey, the way I look at it, I mean, it was just like a bunch of friends hanging around the table, sitting in the living room or out by the fire, just shooting the bull and enjoying each other.
That's it, man. So we're just appreciative of all you guys. And why did everybody think I went to jail? I don't want anything that attracts bees. You got it. Because you're the bee attractor. You know what though? I'm pleasantly happy and surprised with people that are sending me videos of them catching swarms with the swarm lure. We're international, baby. We're in Canada too, so it's good stuff. So you know, without further ado, what do you want to do? You want to drop a link, or what are we gonna do tonight?
Tell you what, let's give away one item to start with, and then we'll drop that link.
Ooh, a giveaway already. 18 minutes in, doing a giveaway. What are we giving away, Lee?
A
grafting frame.
Got the bars on the bottom here that'll slide in. Got your queen cups right here. Your sails.
Okay.
And that's from Better Bee.
From Better, man, you went uptown.
I still got to get the giveaway thing up here. I forgot all about that.
So what are we going to put in the chat for that?
Let me get there. I forgot to even bring a chat up or bring the giveaway up. So tonight's live.
Hey, Paul, don't put that in the chat. We're going to get demonetized. Hashtag graft. I got 2. Hashtag Castle wins. All right, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Don't give it away before I get back.
You're taking all the fun out. We give everything away while you're gone. I'm trying to get this set up so we'll be ready. I'm kind of slacking tonight. Hey, well, I'm not going to give it away until he gets back, but if y'all want to enter for this first one, get this pulled up. We're going to enter hashtag graft1. That way it's the first grafting frame. I've got multiple that we're going to give away tonight. So y'all enter that in the comments.
Graft 1. Can I win?
Nope.
Okay.
Only if you pay extra.
First, did you tell them about USA only?
Yeah, if possible, we're going to do most of these USA only because we do have some items that cannot be shipped across the border.
That's that nickel bag that Lee's gonna send. That he's gonna send you.
I forgot. I had that pulled up on one screen and moved it over to a third screen. So y'all can keep on entering hashtag graft1.
Graft 47. We got 76 people watching. How many? What's the cutoff? We got to get them in there.
We'll give them a minute or so. Make sure everybody gets in that's wanting to try to get it. And what we'll do when we get to that point, I'll drop my email address in. That way y'all can email me. On the email, when whoever wins, when you send me an email, make sure you enter your YouTube name and your real name and your address and everything. That way I can match the names up. We
got another stipulation. Cajun Homestead can't win. He wins everything we give away. No, I'm just kidding. Now, if he wins, it's going to seem rigged that I even said anything.
I think he entered about 7 times there.
7 times on 7 different accounts. Hey, Tar Heel. Hey, Jeff. Good to see everybody. Appreciate all of you chiming in with us. And
Speaking of Tar Heel, while everybody's still entering this, you have a chance. Drop a little comment in the section there and tell Tar Heel Beekeeping happy birthday today.
well, happy birthday,
Randy.
Got your birthday graph up there.
Yep.
All right, where are we at? We're at 56 of 79. Oh, y'all can do better than that.
Yeah, some
Really?
of them
There's
might
people
be
that
over
don't
that
want to
border.
win.
We'll give it about another 30 seconds and we'll pull a draw.
30 seconds. I get excited, man. I'm not even drinking. Let's hold on. I got to put my glasses on to see who's going to win. Who's going to win? Hold on. I need the light on to see better. There we go. Now we can see who's going to win the first item up for bid, the grafting frame. It's amazing how close up that is in these things.
Them things work pretty good. They're brighter than you think, especially once you put that magnifying on the front. It's like it magnifies the light.
I'm going to tell you what, for grafting, this thing's amazing. It helps you see them a lot better, even with my bifocals on. All right, where are we at? How many we got?
We're still at 55. I think they've had long enough. We're going to go ahead and do this first draw in here.
No Cajun, no Cajun, no Cajun, no Cajun, no Cajun. Mark Johnson. Congratulations.
All right, Mark, I'm going to drop my email in the comments here. Just send me an email with your real name, your YouTube channel name, and your address.
Wait a minute. Who would make up a name Mark Johnson?
No, I'm just saying, I mean, you never know. I mean, like when we went to Hive Life, I had so many people walk up to me and they tell me their name and I'm like, what's your YouTube channel name? And when they tell me, then it clicked. I can compare the two, but some of them might just have it under their regular name.
That's awesome. Hey, Mark, congratulations. All right, so let's get this link out here. Let's see who's going to come. I already know. He's probably got his popcorn ready already.
You got it, or you want me to drop it?
Yeah, I got it. I got you. And now that just lets me be able to pin it easier. Bam, pinned. Sits up. So we are getting close to things just rocking and rolling, right? So Mark Johnson, name is Bill Inglewood, LOL. There's Tom.
You got Tom down here.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Bob and Lee.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great. You too? Besides your stings?
Oh, man.
I wasn't laughing at him too hard earlier.
You see that, right? You see how swollen up and purple it is now? Oh,
yeah.
It's purple.
That's a bad spot. I've had that before there.
Oh, and it's got like a fever in it right now. Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah, and eventually it falls down into kind of around your eye the next day.
Look, he got his popcorn. He's ready to go.
Yeah,
Bam.
Guys.
Let's see. We got Daisy's Honey down there.
Hey, Charlie.
Now you just missed the first drawing, but we'll have some more.
We got a few more, a lot more. There's Chris.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yo,
What's up?
Congratulations on your swarm catch and dropping some new videos. Oh, my gosh.
I know. I'm all around right now, huh?
Hey,
Look
Chris.
at this. Holy moly.
There, Phil.
Hey,
How you doing?
Phil.
Haven't seen Phil since Hive Life. The
Hey, I
roving
dropped
reporter.
videos yesterday.
Yeah, I was about to say he dropped some shorts.
Popcorn Charlie.
Hey, Bob, I want to apologize because, see, the reason I keep saying Swarm Wrangler,
Because that's what it was originally called.
that's what's on my bottle.
No, you got the original.
Got the OG.
Yes. So, when
Sadly,
you kept
I'm
saying,
Canadian, can't participate. Oh, my gosh.
And,
There's just some things that we can't send to Canada. There's some things we can send to Canada. Hey, thanks, Ed. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And some things we can't. So as we go along,
I set up another trap today with your swarm rustler, and there are already bees already checking it out.
It's whooping their ass. That's what it's doing. Lemongrass, whoosh, swarm commander, whoosh, swarm science, whoosh, blowing past them. Now you probably catch something with the lemongrass. You said they were on it already, right?
Yeah, they were on that trap, but I put in another trap, and they seem to move to the other one.
So wait a minute. They were on the lemongrass. You baited a new hive with my lure?
Yep.
And they moved?
Yeah.
Nothing but net, baby.
Don't know what to tell you.
Hey, to be honest with
Go
you,
with what works.
I was a bit worried because everybody is like, I was trying to tell you at the beginning, I was like, don't do it, man. Because if it works out bad, it's going to look bad for me. Right? He's like, I'm going to put 4 swarm traps, and I'm going to put this here, this here, this here, and this here. And I'm like, okay. But then all of a sudden, caught a swarm. Mr. Ed caught a swarm 24 hours. How long did it take you from when you baited it the first time?
Took me a week. Yeah.
About a week. I think Lisa said hers was a couple days. I think that after she baited it. No, hey man,
I have to wait about 2 or 3 more weeks, about the end of March. Then our season should start.
Well, heck, we got to wait 2 months.
2 more months.
Yeah.
For Michigan to thaw out so you can catch a swarm.
I've seen some flying around a couple of my traps.
Hey, you can come down here, Phil. I'll let you drive my truck. Whenever we get a call, you just go get them and bring them back.
Yeah. Works for me.
But, I mean, thanks, Jim. Appreciate you, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while.
But like ladies and gentlemen. Just like I told you on the phone, though, I noticed they've only been going to my hives that aren't painted.
Shh, don't tell everybody that, man. That's like the secret.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean, all my boxes are painted. Has anyone else noticed that swarms prefer boxes that aren't painted over boxes that are painted?
Well, I had some of the traps at the cafe last year where Renee works. I put a pink one there. I put a green one there, and they didn't mess with either one. I put a blue one there, and I caught a swarm 3 different swarms 3 weeks in a row in that blue trap. I brought the blue one home, put it into a 10 frame, and brought the 5 frame trap right back to our cafe. The next Wednesday, caught another one 3 weeks in a row. Did that in the blue ones.
I don't think so, Bob. I've caught them in cardboard boxes. I've caught them in styrofoam boxes.
No, I'm not talking shaking them. That you just had it out there and they just landed in it.
Set out. Just caught. And I've done green totes before. I've done wood boxes. I've done silver, a box that was kind of silver, painted silver. Caught them in it. So I don't know. I think location is more important.
All I got to do is,
my location is my backyard.
If I want to attract bees, all I got to do is walk through my yard, and I'm getting stung right now. It doesn't matter where I'm at; they're gonna find me.
I don't know how many people here caught the video that I posted up Sunday, but if you do get stung,
wait a minute, you made a video?
Yeah, keep an eye on yourself just in case you have any allergic reactions to it, and you may need to go to the hospital.
Watch your epileptic shot.
Yeah, Ricky Rourke come by here, him and his wife, Miss Ruth, and we was out there doing a little video in the yard, and she got tagged in the head and had an anaphylactic reaction. We ended up at the ER.
You know what? I'm glad I had my EpiPens on my desk at the house and not with me.
Well, that's what the hospital asked Ricky something about the EpiPen. He said, "Yeah, I got one." She said, "Well, why didn't you use it?" He said, "It's in North Carolina." And I actually don't have none here yet, but I
was questioning that because in that video, Ricky did not have the pants on, right?
Yeah, he wearing shorts.
He was just wearing shorts. And when he came to my yard that day and it was nice out, he had on a full body armor. And he said, "Oh, I'm allergic." I'm like, "Wait, you're allergic and you're a beekeeper?" "Oh, yeah. That's why I wear a full suit."
Well, look at Rob at Robbie's. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he said he was allergic to bees too. Yeah, Matt.
But Matt, you just failed me. You're dead to me now. Just kidding. Matt's a good guy.
See, with my 19 years of pest control, I've been stung a lot, but never by a honeybee. I still haven't been stung by any of my honeybees yet either.
You almost got me in trouble too, man. Thanks. Just let you know that. Your boss called my boss about that cutout I did.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, he's like, wait a minute. We don't do those. And he's like, yeah, I know, but it's just like a thing, right? So I just do it as a special service. So the company gets, if it's a cutout, they're paying the company. I don't get that.
Right.
I'm just getting whatever I would make, but I get to keep the bees.
You get the bees.
Right.
And the honey. So that's how we worked it out, but we're doing it on the down low, right? It's not honey removal. It's honey.
Well, he was just seeing how much to charge because he was going to let me start doing it here.
Well, just make it up. That's what the salespeople do anyway. We just make prices up.
It would depend on, I mean, how much work it's going to have to be done, what all you got to cut out. So the price is going to fluctuate too.
I mean, I charged that guy $500. It should have been more than that, but I only charged $500.
My mentor charges $1,500 minimum.
Well, when I tell them,
I've heard a dirt rooster say $1,000 minimum. Even one of the easiest ones.
Well, here's the thing. When I go to do a removal like that, I tell them, I am not a carpenter. I am a bee remover. I will get the bees out of here and take it apart for you to get to them, but you're fixing it. Whoever you get to fix it, fixes it. And if they're okay with that, then I'm okay to do it. Otherwise, I'm not touching it.
They got to sign a waiver.
So, yeah, I mean, and the old guy was like, all right, let me go get my money from the bank and come out tomorrow and do it. And I was like, cool. And I came out and did it for him. But like these swarms, I don't charge them to go pick up swarms. I mean, they're on cars. I just go out there and shake it or set my box up there and let them walk in or whatever.
But you are charging them for setting up the swarm traps, aren't you?
No. So the swarm trap thing, I didn't really talk to him about that. I asked him, could I put swarm trap? They got 60 acres out there, right? So they've got, it's woods all the way around, and they get bees every year there. So, so I said, you know what? Could be a golden opportunity for me. So I'm going to order some swarm traps. And they said, yeah, just come on. And I'm just going to line them on the back of their fence line, right? Like 4 or 5 of them, and let them hit it up.
So you're going to order some swarm lure when you get them traps in?
Hey, Charlie, you're number 1, buddy. Hey, I've got a little bit of swarm lure over here. Actually, I need to order more bottles and more caps because I've bottled well over 1,000 bottles already. And it's,
I might have to get some of that Rustler, not Wrangler.
Oh my gosh! Look what the border drug in.
Here, facial recognition still isn't working.
James,
thanks, Danette. Appreciate you.
Good. I'm doing
James
goodly.
up north.
So is this 1 year today?
Actually, 3 days from now, but this was the closest one to it. Technically, we have done 1 year's worth of weekly things because next week would be exactly 1 year, right? So
I believe it was this Friday would be on the 10th.
The 10th, yeah.
Got it. Well, congratulations, guys.
Well, thank you, sir.
Hey, Bob, I don't know if you've seen Paul's up here also.
Oh, thanks, Paul. I can't see much with this. James probably hadn't seen it yet. Which one is it? It's this one.
Would you get stung?
Oh, yeah, on my second swarm of the day. Not the first one. So the Canadian bees were very gentle and nice.
Yeah, I heard that about the southern bees too. They lit me up pretty good.
When I shook that swarm out of that tree, I started smelling bananas immediately.
Oh,
And of course I had my jacket all on, and we couldn't get them to come down. And then the one time that I'm like, you know what? Take it off. Boom. Next thing I'm getting lit up. So,
well,
yep.
Did you
Bob
video
did
it?
dumb stuff today. That's pretty much every day.
Did you video it?
Not the second one, no, because I didn't even think we were going to be able to get him out of the tree.
I wanted to have a good laugh at your expense.
I was about to say he probably videoed it. He just don't want to see him running away like a little girl.
Delete, right?
Yeah, right.
It doesn't look good when the exterminator is doing this, going across the field, saying, "Run!"
If you see me running, try to keep up.
Yeah, exactly.
The one thing is that if you've ever watched any of my videos, you know I don't cut anything out. I mean, I get stung in almost every video. I've had swarm trap fall off the top of a ladder full of bees, you know. I don't cut much out. But I got over to this place, and I thought it was like a micro brewery, right? When they gave me the name, I hadn't heard of it. And I went over there, and they got the U.S. flag, the Canadian flag, and the South Carolina flag. I'm like, you guys a Canadian company? And they're like, yeah. I didn't know Mike's Hard Lemonade is Canadian.
See?
So
there's all sorts of good things that come from
that's what
Canada.
you got going on there. That's good. So the environmental person for their company called me. They Googled me, and they saw, oh, he's got 5 stars thanks to you guys giving me reviews. And and I went out there, and they were on the back of a Mercedes Sprinter van. I don't know what they're called.
So they got good taste too.
Yeah. Uptown Canadian bees, you know. And then she says, we get bees here every year. And the light bulb goes on and says, well, would you guys mind me putting some swarm traps on your property? Oh, no, absolutely. Would love to have you put swarm traps on the property. So I'm going to line them up on the back of their fence line, because they said they flew from over that way and landed over here. Great. We'll put swarm traps in between.
The other thing I was looking at on
Bob, how close are you to Mike's Lemonade? How close are you?
Oh, about 5 miles. I should have said.
Man, that's really close.
Well, I'm not going to charge you today, but it's going to cost you a couple of cases of Mike's Hard Lemonade. Do you sort?
Wait, let's ask the underlying question. Bob, did you lose a hive today? Did you have a hive swarm today?
No, I did. It's too far away from mine. Mine are too weak to swarm right now. I kept them pretty in check all winter.
And the other thing I was looking at on your video, and to me, I mean, if you go into somebody's property to do work, it's good to video, because I looked at the back of the van and it had a dent in it towards the top. So if you don't have video on certain things, they can say, hey, you leaned up against the van and dented it, made damage and all that.
Yeah.
See, up here in Canada, we don't worry about that.
Oh, down here, they'll sue you for anything quick.
Well, knock on wood, we're not going to. Someone's feedbacking that. They said.
Yeah, I hear a little bit.
Well, let's figure out who it is.
It's not James.
I don't think it's I.
Not me.
Not Phil, because he's already muted.
I'm muted.
I'm muted.
Oh, wrong button. We test Chris. I don't hear nothing there.
How about now?
I don't know. I'm going to mute Bob, see if he's it.
It ain't me, motherfucker. Well, hopefully you kept me muted that whole time before I said that.
Nope, you wasn't muted.
Quiet show.
Oh, sorry. We just went from PG to R that quick.
Well, I was just about to click somebody in that's down there in the waiting room, but they walked away for just a moment. So
Is it me or not?
Let me mute Charlie. I'm not actually hearing it right now.
Yeah.
That's because Bob's quiet.
Yeah, there's just a tiny bit, but not a whole bunch.
No, that's not. No. Yeah, he did mute me for a second. I saw the hostess muted you, and I was like, it's not me, MFer, but I didn't know when he clicked it off. So
yeah, I think it's Charlie, because when you're talking, if I mute him, it stops.
It's Charlie.
Charlie, you got your speakers up again, Charlie?
The opposite direction. I do know that.
You need to get some of those Bluetooth hearing aids.
That's what I use.
Well,
You got Bluetooth hearing aids?
I bought
Yeah.
the Bluetooth headphones to hook up to the computer. They would not hook up to the computer. They'd hook up to my phone, my tablet, everything else, but not the computer. And the computer does have Bluetooth in it.
Well, let me see them.
Okay, we can add Mike now. Michael,
Hi, it's back.
Hey guys,
There's Mike.
welcome.
how do y'all? James, Phil, Tom, Charlie,
You're starting to
Bugs.
look more and more like Chef
Long time no
Boyardee
see.
every time you come on with that mustache.
Look like what? I'm sorry.
Chef Boyardee. Just give him one of those ads.
Have to curl them up.
You're not going to believe this. I was actually walking through some of the Alcid Inn. I was thinking we're having beefaroni. It's made with little noodles. Beefaroni's fun to eat. Speaking of Chef Boyardee.
I've got my pins shipped today, finally.
Oh, there you go. They're coming.
So they'll be here in however long it takes to get from California.
Well,
You hear it
I was looking at those pins. I'd ordered some before for myself here. Well, I went on there to order some more colors, and it wouldn't show them the same size tip. It was showing like the extra fine tip was the only thing that was in stock.
You know why? This guy
Bob-
bought them
I
out.
bought them all.
You know who else called me today, James?
Oh, it's
Your
hard
buddy
to say.
Curtis called me.
Oh, there you go. What's he getting?
So he said, well, I ordered a box of your swarm lure from Dancing Bee. I said, yeah. He said, but they didn't order the bullets. I said, yeah, I know, which is kind of funny because the whole reason the bullet is even in play is because they were complaining about their existing lure having to freeze it. So he said, well, can you ship me some? Well, absolutely. Just send me an email saying what you want, and I'll get them in the mail to you.
Perfect.
Great. Yep. So,
You got any feedback now?
no.
Not hearing anything right now.
No, I don't hear it.
I think I got it fixed.
But so there is a benefit of being this busy, James. I can't get into the mating nuke because I don't have time.
That's a good thing. For once, that's a good thing.
So I did pop the lid. When I say the lid, the top to check the feeder. And they had feed in them yesterday. And I said, well, tomorrow I'll go fill it back up again. Well, tomorrow came. I haven't had a chance to go back in it. So
Yeah, make sure you keep food in it. Make sure it doesn't run out.
I literally got home about 30 minutes before we went live.
Perfect. And I was watching Lisa's video. I think she's got 4 or 5 cells started too. So that's
Right.
awesome.
Good
Way
job,
to
Lisa.
go,
Lisa does?
everybody
Oh,
that's
cool.
starting to
We're
graft. That's
grafting,
awesome.
baby. We ain't waiting on y'all winter snow bunnies up there trying to wait on. No, y'all would be ordering queens.
Yeah.
You're like, Bob, do you have any queens? I need them sent to Minnesota because we can't get them here yet.
We had
Yeah,
snow
well-
flurries here today.
Yeah, when you guys are at 120 degrees.
It was 82 degrees here today. It was like 120 degrees difference between me and James.
He seems to point that out every day, and so far it's been about 100 degrees.
Hey,
It
we
was
had
85 here.
76 yesterday in Ohio.
It was what?
That's not too far south of you, James.
There you
86.
go.
I'm halfway.
That's okay. I told Bob, I says we're going to compare honey containers at the end of the year too.
There you
I
go.
would have to catch 100 swarms
Right?
because I'd have to have twice as many colonies as James has to make the same amount of honey.
What do you say? Only 3,200 or 3,800?
Only 3,800 pounds.
Yeah, that was all.
It was a devastatingly sorry crop failure of a year.
It was. It was. With 78 hives to only get that's pathetic. All the beekeepers up here, they just keep laughing
Thank
at
you,
you.
Phil.
Is that all you got? So
Hey, Lee, what's the next item up for bid? He's got a list of stuff, guys. And the only reason I'm making him give something away right now is because I got to get up to go to the restroom.
Give me time to get a drink.
Let me change this over here.
I bid $1, Ed says. I'll be right back.
All right.
He's gonna get super quiet.
Some of them wants to run. Some of them wants to run 9 frames in their supers so that they build that fatter comb out. But trying to get those frames spaced out just right, a little bit harder. But if you got one of the little dividers, you just slide.
Oh, those are handy. Those are very handy.
Spaced frames the correct width apart.
So I run all 9 frames in all of my honey supers. It just works so much better to.
Yep, that's what I do.
I like when they first
capping.
build it out. I'll put 10 in there, let them build it out. After that, I'll space them out to 9.
Correct. Yep.
You have any problems in like cross combing when you're trying to do 9 frames?
You
James?
do if you don't put 10 in there at first. You need 10 in there until they draw it out.
Yeah.
Once it's drawn out, then you can remove the 1 frame. If you put 9 frames in there without the wax being drawn out to the edge of the frame, you'll have burr comb. They'll make a hell of a mess of it. But once it's
or you
drawn
have
out,
thick ones and normal ones. They won't be out evenly.
once it's drawn out, like once you've spun a honey super once, you've got it trimmed. Now, as long as you're not scraping or things like that, then you can put 9 frames in there and it works great. They'll build it out that little bit extra again. And it works just wonderful when you run it through and, to decap it and everything again.
Yeah,
so.
decapping's big.
All right, if y'all want to take a chance on this, hashtag Spacer1.
Okay.
How are you doing that? Everybody hashtag Spacer1 or what? How does that work?
Yeah, in the comments, if you enter hashtag and then Spacer1, it'll automatically enter your name.
All right, so what is this?
For the 9 frame spacers.
Oh, okay. The orange handled spacer. But you got to let them start with 10, right? Otherwise, it'll be wonky.
Now, LaGrange, I know you up in Canada. Go ahead and enter for that one too. I'll throw your name in there.
Lagrange. The
Come on.
Drink all these need.
Yeah, thinking about that. I need to get some. I'm sitting there with Dr. Pepper right now.
Mine's empty. I got some in the other room. 41 entries. That's it.
How many you got on? Oh, 90 people on tonight. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's great
I'm
to
at
see.
92 right now.
They always show up for free stuff.
Yeah, right.
Free stuff.
It ain't nothing better than something free 99.
That's it. Oh, don't work on a horizontal hive.
Oh, no, probably wouldn't. I guess it would actually space them out, but I mean, are you going to run 9, 10, 12? How are you going to push them out through there?
Well, there you need 2 of them or 3 of them or 4 of them.
It might wacky comb them.
Now, this drawing right now is only for 1, but I do have 3 of them that we're giving away total tonight. That's why I got a hashtag Spacer1. The next one will be Spacer2 after a while.
3 times a chance.
And we'll give you about another 30 seconds to enter for that.
So my neighbor gave me another wooden box to make more
jacket.
horizontal hives. So I'm going to be getting about 5 of them. So I'm going to get in the horizontal hive business if Ricky's not careful. Just kidding.
I know Ricky's been busy building. He's backed up on orders right now.
Yeah.
He's so busy.
Oh, good for him.
I know he took a road trip this past weekend delivering hives everywhere. He was in Texas and he stopped back by here for a couple hours.
Yeah, I got one coming from him that Ruth is painting up for me.
Yeah. Well, he was here at the house. Him, his wife, and his daughter, they were here for a couple hours. And then we were at the hospital for about 4 hours. And then we went out and ate after.
Oh.
All right, we ready to draw for a 9-frame spacer.
I got Swarm Lure going to Stewartstown, Pennsylvania.
I'm go ahead and draw for this one now.
All right. No caging, no caging, no caging, no caging. Stop. 500 in a spin. Oh, Spanky.
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 Hey, congrats, Spanky.
Congrats, Spanky.
Now, Spanky, I know you already got my email, but I'm going to drop it in here again anyway. Send me
Make
an
sure you're
email.
subbed, because when Lee hits 500, he's giving away a Guardian bee jacket.
Guardian.
Oh, it could be a full bee suit.
Could be it's the value of a full bee suit, or you could get the jacket and add the gloves to it or whatever within that price.
What that's
Just
when you
depends
hit
on how big
500
you are.
subscribers, Lee?
Yeah,
Yep.
500 subs, so I'm going to give that away, and I've got 40 subs to go. I'm at 460 right now.
See, we got enough people in here right now that could boost him over 500, and he would have to give away a Guardian suit tonight.
Man, I can't boost them.
I'm already there.
I say you already subbed.
Hey, you're beating me. I have 6 subs.
So beautiful.
Hey, you got to start somewhere. You got to
But
start
you didn't
somewhere.
have. I subbed to you yesterday.
Yeah, I just started yesterday.
Yeah, there you go. You've grown 600% this week.
Exactly.
I was only at 9 last January, so I mean, you got to start somewhere.
How many did you have when we started the stream?
The two of you?
You're in good mood.
Let's see.
I don't think it was a bunch. Was it like 80 something?
I'm about to try to pull that up. We started
I'm at
what?
69. Woohoo.
We started
A year ago.
March the 10th of last year doing these streams. I was at 46.
46.
Yep.
So you've grown.
You've been growing like 200%.
No more than that, right? 46. That's 10 times, right? Like 1,000%.
It takes a while. I mean, I've been doing this for almost 2 years. I think I'm up to 750, 760, something like that.
Well, I think I would have done better last year if I would have kept on making videos, but I got busy with work.
Well, and that's what a few people, my subscribers, have been saying too. They're like, well, some of my videos don't
I
go
got
up.
3 out in 2 weeks, so I'm doing good. I got to keep it up.
Yeah, the problem with myself is I got a pile of work I got to do, and I'm running out of time to do it. So do I make the video, or I've shot the video? I just don't have time to edit it and put it up because, do I take an hour or 2 to edit the video and get it uploaded, or do I, finish another 500 frames? Unfortunately, right now the frames are taking precedence.
Yeah.
Well, what is the suit that you said that you use, James?
Ultra Breeze.
Ultra Breeze. I'm getting ready to order one of those, I think.
Go ahead, Charlie.
I say I just ordered a Comfort Pro here a couple nights ago.
There you go. The Ultra Breeze came in, and Alan and Sheldon, you guys have seen them a little bit in my videos. They tried it on and instantly ordered one, and I'm going to be ordering one for my wife and my daughter here. I'm going to be ordering them a full suit.
Well, I'll tell you what. I love Terry Chapman. But to be honest with you, I have not had good luck with Guardian jackets. And I'm rough on them, right? I wear the same coat every day, whatever. The first one I had was a problem with the zipper, which they warranted and sent me a brand new one out. No questions. Hey, what's going on? Showed them a picture of it. Done. Great customer service. This one now has a hole in the veil. So it's like,
Not good.
I've only had one season, and I've gone through 2 Guardian jackets. So
Do you find those Guardians, they're the tailor of them, they're not form
they're not for a
fitting.
tall guy.
Well, what I'm getting at is every time I'm working around with them, I'm always snagging them. They're always catching on something.
Well, the thing I found as far as my box is the ones with the telescoping covers with the metal cover over that.
Yeah.
I do snag that on the corner.
They're always snagging on the
But
corners.
I have been changing everything over to migratory lids, and I don't have no problem with my migratory lids working around that.
Now this Comfort Pro, it's built like the one out of Man Lake, Provent. It's got that real thin mesh. It's about maybe a quarter to a half-inch thick.
Oh, be careful with that.
Have you seen these Ultra Boost suits?
I haven't seen it other than the photo.
I'll grab it. And give me 1 second.
So I had a
worked great.
I had a cool shield, right? And a cool shield, I liked it. However, it had the same type of material that the Guardian has, but it wasn't very thick, and they could just sting right. I mean, if they wanted to sting me, they're stinging through it.
I have just the opposite issue of Bob. I've been in 4 of my hives yesterday. No equipment, no stings.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's happened. I don't know what's happened, but they went from bringing some pollen in, being nice and gentle, to all of a sudden just having an attitude. All of them.
Yeah.
In your apiary?
Mm-hmm.
About the past week, mine's got a little more aggravated because we had all that pollen coming in a small amount of nectar. Now they're going to have that week or so, 2 week kind of dearth area in between when it really kicks off, and then they start getting defensive right now.
You've also got queenless hives in there now, Bob. So this is the pocket, which is the other thing I like. So it's like the air flows through the pockets as well. And the one thing that everybody has to watch, so it's all metal zippers on these, which is awesome. But anybody who's been around for a while, all the old zippers were this way. They're almost indestructible, but you have to lubricate the zipper. And that's the reason some people don't like this, is make sure you lubricate the zipper. But this thing is, I don't know if you can see the stitching. Maybe if you can, like, look at how everything is just super stitched together, just incredible.
Hey, James, dry or wet lubrication? Graphite or oil?
Dry lubrication. Yeah.
That's what I figured, graphite.
I've seen some of them put the graphite on there, and I've seen some of them take just a little block of beeswax and rub on the zipper.
So beeswax is great, except that's going to attract some bees. One thing that I get a carpenter's pencil, a 2H carpenter's pencil, and I'll use that up and down on there after I wash it each time, and it lubricates that thing just slick. So don't use a petroleum petroleum-based lubricant. You want to get them upset, that'll work.
All right, let's see. Lee, how many are you up to? Did we get you to a 500 yet?
What do you use, Lee? I mean, James?
I use a carpenter's, those big, thick HB pencils, or a 2H pencil. Just use
I got them. You mean a regular carpenter's pencil?
Exactly. Just use that, rub that up and down, and that works just as well. So that was a tip my grandfather taught me a long time ago.
So I introduced those 5 queen cells.
Yep.
I'm sorry, not cells. Virgin queens. One of them was very distinctly bald in the bottom, dead. One I couldn't find. And
you were back in there already?
Yes, I was.
Well, that's part of your problem.
How can I tell you? See, why are you asking a question you already know the answer to?
So anytime you introduce a queen like that, you don't want to go back in there. You want to leave them alone for at least 12 to 14 days. They'll ball those queens. She
was already bald before I went in. The other 2 or 3 were just walking around perfect, like
now they're
part of the colony.
Yeah, now they're bald. They were.
Now they're bald. They're probably dead now, but they were not dead.
What we got to do is we got to get Bob to put these in there, lock his hive closed, and then he's got to mail his key for his lock to himself in the U.S. postal system. That'll take about 10, 12 days for the key to come back.
Either that or a timing lock.
So your channel is The Bugman 1966.
Yeah, just like my name on the bug band. Yeah.
So
what you doing?
Here you go. So they were asking your channel name. So
okay.
Yeah, but that's okay, because guess what? I got 2 more queen cells in the incubator right now.
They're coming.
And they're coming, yep. So, yep, I do have some colonies out there that have queen cells in it that I split, right? So I took that one colony, I split it right in half. Actually, I split it 2/3 to a third, I guess you could say, because I took the medium super and brood frames and queen cells and moved that. All the foragers went back to the original colony, right?
Perfect. Yep.
So, and then I found another queenless colony. So they had 3 frames with queen cells on it. So I took one of those and put it in that colony. So we'll see what happens.
See what happens.
All I know is my numbers. What do we figure? It's over 25% increase already.
Already, yep.
So
I just dropped Chris's channel in the comments there with a link if y'all want to go sub to him.
I appreciate it.
Hey, NKY. Good to see you.
Yeah.
After I posted my spicy sky raising short, I lost subscribers. You'll gain them back. YouTube is funny. You'll see it drop and then it comes back.
I do that. Normally I'll gain like 1 or 2 subs in a day, and then like that afternoon I lose those 2 subs. But when I wake up the next morning, they're back again.
Where's that Mark Miller? He's very smart. User pup 12. So how many giveaways do you have left, Lee? That's the question. We have a super secret squirrel giveaway too. That's
what?
I got about 14 left.
14. Yeah, you gotta get going, bro.
Yeah,
we'll be here all night.
We've done 2 in an hour.
So one of the people have donated not 1, not 2, but 3.
But they are all going to the same.
But they're going to the same person, so we're not shipping queens all over the planet. So, plus, shipping happens. So, something could happen in shipping, and
that
also
sounds like a new T-shirt. So, what do we want to give away next?
I don't know. You got the list, man. I don't even know what all we're giving away.
Let me go ahead and get this hashtag set up over here.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. That's right. And they're from Corey Stevens stock.
Hey, Bob, no Swarm Wrestler giving away?
I think everybody in the channel's already bought Swarm Rustler.
Yeah.
Steve, Daisy Honey has ordered, he's bought 6, like every time. He's got 6 of them already. But we might give some away. If anybody needs some. But not Mike. Mike don't get any. Mike says he's got to see it be effective first.
Bob, you don't know what the hell you're doing. I just don't understand how you're selling deer urine as a swarm lure. So,
hey, if it catches bees, I'll sell my own urine.
Actually, it's funny you should mention that, because I was just talking to a friend of mine, and I've literally only seen 2 swarms up here in the peninsula in 25 years. So me putting out swarm traps in the area is just kind of...
I got a light bulb that just went freaky on me, started blinking.
Yeah, I'm only putting out 5 traps this year. Each year I'm putting out less and less.
See that?
What are you holding up there, Mike?
In my area, and I get dozens of phone calls.
This is going to be our next
may
giveaway.
give you epileptic seizures.
Here's our next giveaway here.
The Beekeeper's Bible.
Yeah, that's a good book.
I love that book.
Yep, I have one.
All right, we're going to take that.
Go into your comments and our hashtag BeBible.
Hashtag BeBible. And that's a great book. I've got it here.
Yeah, it is.
I like the historical stuff it has in it.
Yeah.
Here it is, right here.
Yeah, I got another copy in the back there that my daughter bought me. I think she got that for me for Christmas.
See, Lee hadn't learned his lesson yet, though. It's easier instead of paying for shit. Well, you had to order some from Beekeeping Supply, so I can't hate you on that.
Yeah, but one of the reasons I didn't do it to where I just ship it straight from Amazon to the winter, I wanted to be able to throw something, a little note or something in there too, just kind of make it personalized.
That's nice.
It's
Costs
good
a little extra, but it's worth it. We got a bunch of people here supporting us.
Little bottle of mead, you know.
Yeah, a little bottle of mead here or there. Yeah, Phil, I think I'm going to make 10 gallons next year and bring up there to Hive Life with me.
Oh my!
Yeah, 5 gallons wasn't enough. Now I'm almost out.
Nope, there is no lemongrass in my product at all. It smells lemony, but there's no lemongrass, guys.
It's liquid pledge.
It smells like it, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's the aerosol liquid pledge.
Hey, the bees seem to like it. That's all I care about.
Hey, and you're not a paid sponsor.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
So, matter of fact, you paid to use it, so that's.
Yeah, we got Philip Morris down here coming in too.
Oh, wonderful!
I'm giving about another minute on that hashtag Bee Bible, and we'll do a drawing on that.
The 61. Moving on up. James is giving away 78 bee colonies, but you got to drive to Alberta to pick them up.
Nope.
He's giving away a 12 frame extractor.
That will be happening.
I wouldn't. I would keep it as a. You know why?
Oh yeah, it's a backup. Absolutely.
I enjoyed giving mine away. However, after I gave it away, I was like, you know what? I've got one box of honey to extract, and it's not worth cleaning up the big extractor. It would have been great. So but hey, it is what it is. I'm glad the bee club in the upstate can use it.
My mentor's selling 900 hives if you want some.
Yeah, not at his prices, man. His bees are like gold plated or something, as much as y'all pay for those bees.
I can't get them into Canada anyways.
Yeah, we can bring them underneath the, you know.
We could airdrop them.
Bring them through that dark time. You got a wall.
I
you don't have a wall.
Bring them up to the border. You shake them all out. I stay on the other side of the border with your swarm.
Hey, all you got to do is put them on a balloon.
Boxes and away you go.
And let Biden shoot it down over Canada.
We could always, like they used to do during Prohibition, right? We could just come up to the St. Lawrence Seaway, put them on a boat, and then drive them across to the other side. And unload them,
Lake.
And just keep running back and forth. The black market bee company. We got 68 on there, Lee?
Yeah, I think we're gonna get ready to go ahead and do that drawing. It's got a little bit of time. All right, let's draw for that bee battle.
Who's gonna get it? It's exciting. I like Gunline.
Gunline bee.
Tim and Hannah.
Awesome.
I saw them. Were they in here a little while ago? They must have been, because they
must be in here in order to enter.
Yeah, I say they're still in here to enter.
Well, hey, Big Mama Bees, I've not seen you in here before. Glad to have you. Eugene, you missed the E on Bee Bible. So what's everybody got going on? Man, we got a full house. We ain't got nobody in the waiting room, do we?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, in about 2 weeks, I'm putting out 5 swarm traps. Then on April 1st, I'm giving a beginner's bee class. Then on the 15th, I'm doing an advanced bee class. And then sometime in April, the end of April, I'm driving down near you, Bob, to pick up a bunch of stuff for the people around me, the beekeepers.
Where you coming at down here?
I don't know the address yet, but I'm going with another guy. I'm taking my truck and his trailer.
Down to South Carolina or to Georgia?
Yeah, South Carolina. Somewhere in South Carolina.
Oh, you got to let me know, because maybe we'll meet up that day.
All right, I will. I plan on that. Hopefully we're going close to you. I think we might be.
Well, there's a few people I know of in the area that are commercial. Are you picking packages or nukes or what?
Both.
All right, so it wouldn't be.
Well, I know my mentors. I know my mentor's sending them some up north, but I don't know how they're getting there.
Yeah, I'm picking them up for the Cincinnati area.
Well, next year, call
I
me
think
and you can pick them all up here.
I think we're picking up about 90 of them.
90.
Yeah.
Well,
Something like
hopefully by
that.
then I have my other 20 coming. But hey, I might be able to fill nukes just off of swarm catches. I thought about I'm going to check and see if there's a queen in that swarm catch I got today and be like, hey, I got your nuke ready for you when you want to come pick it up.
Always check your swarm too.
There you
Sometimes you might find another virgin queen in there.
Hey Philip, how you doing?
Hey, Philip.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
We can hear
You're a
you.
little bit low, but at least for my old ears.
So Big Mama Bees is a new beekeeper, so she should fit right in here if you you want to learn. I mean, there's you look around on the page here. There's lots of experience, and the same thing with all of the people down in the chat. So welcome.
Yep, Big Mama.
yeah,
We do a live stream every week. We alternate channels between Bob's channel and my channel. So one week we'll be on Walker Bee Ranch, and the following week we'll be on Kodiak Farm Bees. And we
That's
do this
awesome.
every Tuesday.
I got some New York bees coming. We're going to see how those city bees like the deep south heat this summer. I can't wait. I'm excited. Hopefully they're nicer than the bees I got out there right now, because people come to pick up honey and I'm like, yeah, you might want to stay back down there. they're a little fight. I mean, some people like to drive right up in between I've got my nucleus row on the one side, right? Then I've got my big colonies on the other side, and they like to pull right in between them, like right in the kill zone. I'm like, oh, you're a glutton for punishment. I can't walk through the yard without getting zapped, and you're going to pull right up in the middle of them. So
I think it's your hair perfume you wear.
My lack of hair, maybe that's it. I don't know.
I'll say him in there bottling all that swarm lure. They're always attracted to him.
Could
That's
be
possible.
Could be.
Everybody
Well,
down
since
there is
we-
making nukes and catching swarms and splitting bees, and mine are all still in hibernation.
And then yours will jump out and make twice the honey everybody else's.
I got to get in the coffee yesterday. So I got to spend some time. Feels good.
Your audio is breaking up a little
Yeah, I
bit.
can't understand what you're saying there, Phil.
I'm going to try something else here. Hold on. Is that look better?
No, it sounds like you're in a fish tank.
Well, it's still okay.
Yeah, you got something backfeeding.
Well, the mic is just really muffled.
Yeah.
Well, fine.
I hear somebody just got an alert from Happy Bees.
That was me.
It popped
Cam?
up on my screen, and I heard somebody's phone or computer beep.
South Carolina Happy Bees.
Yep.
Sam
Yeah.
just schedules them. I've been trying to work with him on the whole YouTube, but time is of the essence. He's like, hey, can you show me how to do a short? Sure. And then he's like, I forgot how to do a short. Can you show me how to do a short again? Yeah, I
Speaking
can.
of time issues, we've been on here over an hour, and we've only done 3 giveaways, and I've got like 17 or 18
You got a mouse in
total.
your pocket? You got the wheel capability
So
and the
I'm going to
list.
go ahead and drop another giveaway here.
Better
Philip
wheel
Moore,
'em out.
Rolling, man, the whole time. Just keep giving it away.
Philip Moore's down here in the corner. RTX Honeybees has given something here for a giveaway. It's a gift set of some honey, lip balm, and earrings.
Little beat.
Okay, those are what your daughter makes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, those are nice. That's
The,
my granddaughter love those things.
See, I used to do the, chili peppers. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. But then I got copyright strike here in the middle of it.
Yeah,
So,
about to say, we both got that email about 2:00 in the morning.
yep, saying you can't do that. Why they don't? I like the chili peppers. Why not?
Hold on.
Hashtag gift set, not
Yeah,
hashtag.
I was about to say, let me fix that. Y'all don't enter that yet. Hold on, I'm just having technical difficulties today.
Well, that's usually Bob.
Lee, having
I know
trouble?
I'm normally a little bit better than that. So let's try that again. All right, it's hashtag gift set. And that's some honey, lip balm, and earrings.
There you go. Hashtag big G, big S, guys. It's got to match exactly, right? Or it doesn't work.
That I'm not exactly sure. I would type it how it is just to make sure.
Big G, big S. So, James, you making any headway on your woodenware?
I am waiting on the supplier to get me the rest of my frames. Believe it or not, tonight I have nothing to do in the wood shop. All of my pallets are built. All of my boxes are built. All of the frames that I have are built. I think we've got, what did we get waxed out there? I think we got like 400 or 500 pieces of foundation all waxed up. You know, I need my frames. That's where I'm at right now. So.
Yeah, I just ordered 20 frames myself.
Where'd you order your frames from, Chris?
My mentor, he makes them.
Oh, okay.
He makes all the bottom boards, everything. So I just order them through him.
I've got to order. I'll tell you what. I've been trying to order from Pureco, and I have had not much luck, to be honest with you.
So
finally, here we go. Estimate. There you go.
I was going to say, has anybody used any fur? I have plenty, James. Yeah. Has anybody ever used fur frames in their hives?
Fur for what?
Normally they're made out of like.
Oh, the wood.
But it's so there's a guy up here that is making absolutely incredible, beautiful hive boxes and absolutely beautiful frames, and they're all made out of fur. I've never used them before, but
I would find that too soft of a wood. I wouldn't do that.
So, yeah, I don't know. Like I say, they're absolutely gorgeous.
Now, James, I think some boxes made out of Osage orange would be pretty sharp looking.
Yeah.
That Osage orange got some neat patterns in it, colors.
Give y'all about another minute on that hashtag gift set.
So,
you want to know what the shipping is per case of frames from California to South Carolina? $47.50.
About to say, if you got to cross the Rocky Mountains, the shipping goes up high.
Yeah.
It cost me $5.
Well, interesting enough. So, as anybody who's watched my channel or watched my videos, I shoot as well. So I competition handgun shoot with the International Practical Shooting Confederation, and our national competition this year is in Selkirk, Manitoba, which is about 15 miles away from Brad. So I'll be going over to see them, and I'm just trying to figure out whether I make a business trip out of there too, load my truck and trailer up, and see how much I can bring back. I mean, I'm right there anyways, right? So it could be an interesting summer for me.
Well, to give you an idea, the shipping on the frames is damn near as much as the whole order.
Well, I run into that with just about everything up here. So,
So I was going to order.
Big order then.
Well, that's what I do, right?
I was going to order how many? 100 or 432 medium and 104 deep frames, and the total on that was about $700, and the shipping is $380.
Well, I'm at Amazon, because Amazon's free shipping on all that.
Yeah, but Amazon, you can't buy more than about 10 at a time, and they're $4 a frame. So
well, I'm getting a quote for my trip over there, because I'm, and where I figure I'm going to need it this year. So I've asked for a quote on 400 boxes and 4,000 frames and 4,000 foundation. So we'll see what comes out of that.
I could
I could ask my mentor there, Bob.
I could order Man Lake frames, but I would have to assemble them, right? Which would save on that. But my cost on frames is low. It's just the shipping that jacks the price up.
Yeah. See, I have to assemble all my stuff because, like I said, I'm 5 hours from the closest city, and they don't really stock anything. So most of it will come from Lewis and Sons over by Winnipeg, or Dancing Bee, which is over in Winnipeg in Ontario. This local manufacturer, he's making hives, but it's out of 3/4 inch material, which is no good. His frames, I'm very impressed with. I just don't know how they're going to stand up. So
James, you could just borrow an airplane. You know how to fly.
Well, I can't fit many in my plane.
Well, that's when you know you got a little bit extra in your pocket when you can say my plane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hit that draw button for this gift set here.
I think you guys, I showed you guys my bird, did I not?
No.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, give me a second here. I'll send it to.
There you go.
There you go, Phil.
Hey, there we go.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Who won it?
Phil?
33 mile bee.
That's my good girl.
So, I think we got Philip back here.
33 mile bee.
Going from one Phil to the other.
So whatever my price is, it would cost 71 cents a frame to ship.
Phil won that?
From one Phil to the
Yep.
other.
Yeah.
Whatever my price is.
All right.
Got a little loop.
We're getting feedback there.
Phil's got the loop.
Yeah, got a loop on
Phil
it.
won that?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you got two things on YouTube and streaming or something.
I just got something here from James McNally. Now, James, I got a quick question. Since we're doing giveaway stuff, is this part of the giveaway, or you just want to show this?
Not a chance.
I just figured I'd check.
James, is that a Curtis?
That is a Starduster. So it's got the 7-cylinder radial engine on the front, 96-inch prop. That thing is an absolute dream to fly.
Where was that made?
Actually, it was all redone and reskinned and everything right here in up in Grand Prairie. They part and pieced it all together. So that's got all solid oak panels and everything in it. All the original steam-driven instruments and everything. It's just
That's a beautiful plane. Absolutely beautiful.
So
Yeah, second that.
Hashtag plane, Tim said. Hashtag free plane.
So
Free shipping is delivered.
So even with the shipping, it only puts a frame at $2 for me. So are you going to beat $2 a frame even with the shipping? Probably not. So that's I don't know.
Is that with foundation or without?
That's plastic frame.
No, okay.
Plastic waxed frame.
I hate those things.
Everybody says that. My bees love them. I love them more than that because I can just.
It really comes down to personal preference. I mean, that's as much. So Alan and Sheldon, they give me a hard time all the time. They're the ones that come over and they always give me a hand building my wooden frames. And of course, they're the opposite. They hate my wooden frames. So I just keep telling them it's a love-hate relationship.
Well, bee business must be good.
I had that long before. So if anybody that doesn't know, I was a commercial airline pilot for almost 30 years.
Well, you know,
NKY said he'll
James will be selling it in a few more years after beekeeping.
Frames are just a wooden frame. Yeah, so the
hopefully not.
And I'm not cheap. I'll spend money if I think I need to. My thing is with the whole plastic wood thing. When you start doing the wood and then you're going to put plastic foundation in it, what kind of flipped the switch for me was like I was buying wood frames and assembling them like you are, James, and then I was buying acorn foundation. So the acorn foundation and the foundation on the plastic acorn frames, it's the same foundation, just with a plastic frame on it, right? Absolutely, but I could get it. Last year I bought them for $1.45 a piece, and I needed a bunch, so I bought like 600 or 700 of them, and that was a good deal. And then I was like, well, why am I buying wood frames and putting them together and then using the same foundation that I would buy? Yeah, I don't like the small hide beetle hideouts either, but it's one of those,
The only complaint I had about them, I mean, my bees anyway just wanted to draw wax on top of every one of the frames.
And you got to scrape them a few times, right? That burr comb that they build on the top, but I just melt it back down, right?
Now, granted, when I went out there the other day and opened some of the hives, I mean, even with the wooden frames, this time of year, they're trying to build up a bunch of drone combs. So they are drawing a little bit of comb in between the boxes on top of the frame.
And I try to order as little as possible from Man Lake. Not that I don't like them, but they're not the cheapest, right? And I don't get wholesale pricing through them like I do from Pureco or Dancing Bee or someone like that for the website. So part of the website, guys, back to Beekenomics, right? I started a website because of Apis. However, it didn't take me long to realize, wait a minute, if I carry other products on my website, well, now I get a discount on my own personal stuff that I use, right? So if I order frames, not only can I resell it, but I can use it and get a wholesale discount on my own stuff. So that's kind of why I went that way.
You see, and that's where I work with some of the local supply stores here. I don't want to get into being the supply store, but I mean, as I build my business, obviously, I mean, 200 boxes this year, 400 boxes next year, who knows what the following year. I mean,
but if you're saving 30% on 200 boxes, you got 60 boxes for free.
Right. But what they do is they pass the discount on to me. It helps them with their purchases and
their volume.
And their volume, right? So it kind of works out everywhere. So.
Right. It's a win-win.
Exactly. Now, I probably don't get as much of a discount as what I would if I bought it direct. But at the same token, I have a bee supply store being built up and here in town that down the road will be beneficial for me.
Right. Well, that's the same thing like with the co-op, right? So I was trying to get people when they made a wish list for the co-op was to see what I would have to order to try to get that bulk shipment in to reduce the cost of shipping over more items, right? So save everybody in the long run. But the problem is everything that they have, especially for, I would say if you were a small store or if you're a website or whatever, yeah, you don't really get price breaks until you start getting to that pallet mark. When you start buying pallets of stuff, then you start getting a better break on it. And if somebody wants, 200 foundation, great. But they want me to buy a pallet of foundation or a pallet of frames. So if I get someone wanting 200 of that and 100 of these and 100 of those, then maybe we can scrap together a pallet to get it shipped, but it gets pretty difficult.
Well, you see, that's where I'm buying. That's what I'm doing. I'm buying pallets of everything, right? So.
Yeah, so everything. Yeah, and Brian said they had to adjust their prices on everything to compensate for the prices going up. Yep. And it is crazy. You can nickel and dime yourself right to the poorhouse. I mean, in beekeeping, really.
Yep.
So any way that you can save some money, whether, maybe you build your own boxes.
That's what I do.
And that's fine. If you build boxes and you've got, it's just different.
And I still order my frames because I don't make the frames.
Well, the thing is, okay, so let's just use like James's situation and your situation. So how many colonies do you have now, Chris?
5.
All right, so you've got 5. So hypothetically, if you were starting off brand new and you bought 5 colonies, you're probably looking $500-600, right? Where
300 and depends. Because it's $150 a package. Yeah.
But if I'm talking about just the equipment, right?
Oh yeah,
$600. Or if you're making it yourself, you're making a few. But now if you're doing like James and you're doing 200, all of a sudden, unless you got the machines to cut all the dovetails or the finger joints and all that stuff, time becomes the issue.
And I don't have the time, right?
So and that's I do have some time that I could make my own boxes and
your lunch break.
Yeah. However, that's when the laziness comes out of me. I'm like, I could build 5 boxes out of 3/4 plywood or whatever, or I can just go buy them and save myself that time. So that's kind of.
So now it also depends as to what you're doing, right? So for example, I'm using the same pallet system that was designed and modified and stuff like this by Brad and Ian. So, and the reason I'm doing that is because they lock together. I move my hives, things like this, right? So those you can't buy. So if it's equipment like that, you have no choice but to build it. So now the one thing that is interesting is my dipping tank is supposed to be finished on Friday, so we'll see how that turns out.
That's cool.
So I don't know how many people have seen, kind of some of the design of what this is. What I take down to the right. I'll put it up here, so I've got everything figured out right down to the T. But so we'll see what comes up out of that. But so I'll keep everybody posted on that one as well. So once the tank and stuff is done, I've got to put in the thermal wells. It is all going to be thermostatically controlled, gas fired. It'll be insulated, and that way I don't have to worry about hitting a flash point and burning my shop down or anything like that.
I've actually seen some like commercial triple sinks, like the big restaurant sinks.
Yep.
I don't know if they're high enough quality to use for wax or not.
Right. Oh, they're stainless steel.
But if you're getting restaurant stainless steel, you're fine.
Yeah.
So I made it. You're probably okay. This is all being made out of stainless steel, but it's being made, just like Sarah here, it's being made to last. So it is all being made out of 12 gauge stainless steel. So, it isn't going to burn out, wear out, rust out, anything anytime soon.
No, you should be good. Hey, where you going?
Let's see.
What do you got there, Lee?
We got the queen pheromone strips. Got 2 in a pack here, and you can cut them into pieces and put each one in a hive.
You could probably just use Swarm Rustler, but but that's good. Good, you're giving those away.
Anybody wants that? Hashtag QP1, Queen Pheromone 1.
Thank you for the order, Sun Bunny. Got some Apis going down to Florida.
QP1.
Man, I just found out that I need to get some of those tips. for my little queen castles.
That's one of the main reasons I got them for the mini mating nukes when I first
Yeah.
put the bees in there to try to get them to start drawing out. Clip a little piece off and put it into the small nuke.
So I could use those.
QP1.
I haven't bought any yet.
Well, if you enter that QP1, you might win one.
I just did.
I just shipped a bunch of Apis and Swarm Rustler to Sourwoods Honey. He's going to the North Carolina Beekeepers Association meeting this weekend. So if you're going to that, you can definitely buy both of those items from him. And that's good because he bought most of what I had here, and I'm waiting on another order to come in from Canada. I still have some. I didn't sell them all the way out, but I still have some Apis here, but I had to order some more. And I have one of the big packs of activator for commercial beekeeping. So, hey, James, if you need that, I know a guy who does 600 pounds of pollen sub, but you already bought Global.
I have I got the Global patties, but I did not get the patties with the Apis additive. So
really,
they got the additive the day that I was there, and I don't think I'm. I if it would have been an option, I definitely would have picked up the patties with the Apis in it. But I do feed the Apis in my sugar water, so I would have loved to have both. But they literally got their Apis order in the day I picked my patties up, so I would have had to wait another week. Now, I am going back down there next weekend. I might just stop and pick up some more. Who knows?
He said it only takes him about 30 minutes to run a 600-pound batch.
Yeah, but I think they were just putting a big batch through when I was there, so not with the Apis. So I think they were just doing the straight Global patties.
And they're stopping Global Patty, stopping the they had a pollen patty that had no real pollen in it, and they stopped that one.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
They said nobody was buying it. They were all buying 4 or 15, right?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, why would you buy a pollen patty with no pollen in it?
Well, we buy Man Lake's Ultra Bee, and as far as I know, it doesn't have any real pollen in it.
As far as I know, it's just a pollen substitute.
Yep, and they eat it kind of slow.
And it dries out pretty bad too.
So I used Ian Stepler's recipe, not the one in the video that he put out today, unless it happens to be the same as the video he put out last time. But I went ahead and made it like that. But I just made it in a bucket, right? Like and sealed the bucket up. So you can buy it like that from Man Lake as well. But ended up being a little bit easier to do it that way.
Give them about another 30 seconds on this hashtag QP1.
Yeah, see, I buy my pollen patties from Amazon. I can't remember what they are, but they stay
from China.
They stay moist, and they stay moist all the time, and my bees love them.
Do they have real pollen in them? I saw you commented that. I looked at it on Amazon. How do they come? How many to a box?
I buy them per, I don't know, sheet, I guess.
So each individual 1 pound patty, how much are you paying for those?
It's been a while, so I have to find out. I can't look right now because my phone's on. So
I got you. So Man Lake sells the Ultra Bee already mixed in pollen. You get 40 pounds of pre-mixed pollen patty for $60, 67, I think, or $68. But if you buy the 40-pound bag of pollen sub, it costs $95 or $100. So you can get it already pre-mixed for cheaper. And then if you order over 150, they'll send it to you for free.
I just get the Global Patty.
Jump off video, and I'll tell you in chat.
Well, Global Patty, again, is another one of those things I would love to have. However, they're in Montana. So I have to ship the whole world over to South Carolina to get it.
Well, you guys saw how long it took me to drive down to pick it up, right? I mean, it's an 8-hour drive for me.
Yeah, it would. Because Hilco is not priced appropriately. And I've already had the conversation with Andrew at Apis about that.
There you go.
Edward.
Congrats, Edward.
And Hilco, what is Hilco? Oh, and their prices were just wrong altogether. So, that was the other thing. They do carry my swarm lure though.
Edward, I'm gonna drop my email in the comments here. Just send me an email with all your contact information.
So he's got the price backwards. He's got the control is supposed to be $24.99, and he's got it for $19.99, which is what the activator is.
Sounds like a good deal for somebody.
Yep. Maybe I should buy him. And you know, that's why he's got it priced wrong. And I've already had that conversation. So,
what you doing?
Yes. But I'm not the Apis. I'm not the police on that. I was trying to see if he said he was putting my lure on his site finally, and it hadn't made it up there yet. So whatever.
And who's that?
Hilco.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of the thing.
Lee, what does that say?
Horizontal bees from
okay.
So 1 pound patty is $14. That's high.
Whoa, that's bad.
I got to give Ricky a hard time. I didn't get a hat.
I've got a couple of them here.
Hey, Morgan. I talked to Morgan for a minute today.
If anybody wants a horizontal bees hat, hashtag hat1.
Hat1.
So something else I'm working on up here. Do you guys have 4-H clubs down there?
Yeah. We do.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been approached by a 4-H club up here in a place called Sexsmith, Alberta. So it's actually just north of Grand Prairie. And from what I understand, working with the 4-H clubs and stuff up here, this will be the first honeybee 4-H club in the province of Alberta. So that's kind of exciting. So that's we're starting up here. So
that's cool. I got the same thing happening in Ohio. They've reached out to me, and I'm providing them 100 swarm lures.
Nice.
And 10 bottles of the liquid to refill swarm lures or spray. They didn't want labels on them, so that's why they're unlabeled. For the blind test, right?
Yep.
But at any rate, they're setting 100 swarm traps up in Ohio as a 4-H club, and then I guess it's like the 4-H equivalent of a science fair. So they're doing
better, Lee.
Make it a little bit bigger anyway.
So they're working on trying to catch swarm traps. Now, there is kind of a caveat to that. One of the guy that's doing it, all the bees are going to be housed at his yard. So is he getting free bees? We're working with the 4-H club. Could be, Is he getting?
I don't know, if
it helps the kids though.
Swarm, I'd keep it clear of my apiary until I knew exactly what was in that swarm and everything like that. So
yeah, kind of quarantine basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, mine are locked up right now for a few days. I actually, James, redneck engineered my pro nuke.
No.
I went out there and I had them sealed. I'm like, I'm not opening this box up. They're gonna come flying out of here and be stuck. So I took a knife and just cut slices in the little feeder side, right? And then I drilled 1/16 holes in the top of a Pepsi bottle and filled it full of 1-to-1 and flipped it upside down on them. So it should drip in there, right? They'll be able to get it.
Yeah,
So,
well, yeah.
So
What you need to do is take a couple of those lids and cut those things off, so you always and mark it, so you know which ones are good for a feeder and which ones aren't.
So I just gave them something. So automated bottler. No, I actually used that thing. I finally figured it out. So what they don't tell you on the video is you have to set a trigger weight. So you set your jar on there, right? And you put in what your, let's say 860 grams, which is 1.5 pounds. And then you have to set the trigger weight to whatever the weight of the jar is minus like a gram or so. So otherwise it doesn't know what, it assumes the trigger weight's 0. So when you put a weight on it, or it doesn't operate. But once I figured that out after doing 3 cases of pints, the last 6 jars I was able to use the automatic feature and figure it out.
There you go. Yeah, I'm kind of envious. I'm still filling them out of a honey gate. So,
well, hey, you don't have to fill them fast when you can only extract 13 frames at a time.
At 3,800 pounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know how many times that was?
A lot. We did the math one night. Remember?
We did. Actually, I think I'm down to about what have I got? I think I'm down to like 600-700 pounds is all I got left.
I'll go ahead and draw on this hat.
I've actually been going on a run of honey lately. For some reason, there's been people posting on Facebook, oh, local honey is the best thing right now.
Rock Ridge.
Yeah, that's Greg and Marianne.
Nice.
Congratulations there.
Again, just to make sure, I'm going to drop my email in the comments. Send me an email with your contact information, and I'll get that mailed out to you. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but any of these ones that have a number after it, like 1, that means it's the first draw, and I've got multiple of each.
Well, you got plenty, man. It's almost 10 o'clock. How many more giveaways we got? Let's just go on a giveaway spree.
I think we're about to have to, because we're not even halfway done.
Oh yeah, we got to do it.
Well, maybe the other half is the next one around.
Yeah, there you go.
Next year. Well, everybody's waiting.
Well, no, I mean, because you said it falls on Friday, right? So
yeah,
maybe half tonight and the other half on next Tuesday.
I'm not going to be on Friday. You can take Friday.
Hey. I've got one more of these wooden graft frames from Better Bee. Comes with the bars and the cell cups to insert. And graft 2.
Graft 2.
The shipping would cost you more than what that frame is to get it to me, Lee.
Probably so. I say I could have kind of done the drop shipping and just bought it and had it shipped directly, but I figure if I do it this way, I can throw a little personal note in there.
And Tim said he still has Apis with the 15% global patties if anybody needs any.
In Montana?
No, he's in Ohio.
Oh, in Ohio? Oh, okay.
He's in Ohio, yep. Harmony Hollow Apiaries, Graph 2. Good to see you. I'm trying to see some people there's people in here I haven't seen in a while. And thank you, Edward, for passing my information on to a store that wants to carry some swarm lure. Thank you.
If you win, Paul, you can definitely come by and pick it up.
Well, James, I built 24 of those 6-framers, so I'm going to give it a try.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
Make sure you take the measurement of the your outside of your box and then divide that by 2 and make that the outside of your 2 6-framers so that they line right up.
yeah, I already did it, and it's perfect.
Right on. Excellent. You'll like it. You'll like
Yeah,
the
I
way
don't
that
see
system
any
works.
real negative except for maybe losing the queen, but I figure that's pretty rare.
Just make sure when you put what kind of queen excluders do you use? The plastic or the metal ones?
Metal.
So when you put the metal ones on, make sure it's flipped over so that those bars go tight against that 6-frame nuke box if you're going to put a honey box on top. If you put it
upside down.
Yeah, they can sneak in there. So just make sure that those bars go tight to that.
And don't forget to inspect all the frames too. Just make sure you don't have anything bent from an old hive tool.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
Give you about another 30 seconds on that graft too.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of plastic.
Yeah, when Ian came up and figured that out up there, he really nailed it.
You think Phil?
Phil. So, guys, I've got an interesting story for you. Make it real quick. Vince was telling me that his dad, decades ago, used to get calls from the neighbors to come over and get bees. Well, they all had yard lights in, and all the yard lights had yellow lights in them. And for some reason, the bees preferred to get on those things. And I was thinking it'd be interesting to take some swarm traps and just paint the front of them yellows. Bugs love yellow. That's why you sell bug lights, the yellow bug lights that attracts the bugs. So just interesting.
They like my yellow work truck.
Wasn't that Bug's Life?
Don't Life.
Look at the light. I can't.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna draw on this second grafting frame.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? The Sun Bunny. You just ordered some Apis.
Nice.
Awesome, awesome. What's up next, Lee? What's up next? You can't put it in the computer fast enough.
Nah, somebody, I'm going to drop that email again just to make sure everybody sees it.
And if you can't find it, it's on Lee's channel that hopefully everybody's subscribed to, because when he gets to 500, which should have been tonight with all these people in here, he's giving away a Guardian gift card.
There's 104 people in here, so I'm sure there's 4 or 5 or 20 that haven't subscribed to Lee's channel. So
I've gained 2 tonight on this.
Go subscribe to Lee's channel and
hashtag Bob's Truck Tires.
Subscribe to Bob's channel, and Tom, do you have a channel?
Subscribe to mine too. I need them.
Yeah, I got a channel.
Subscribe to everyone.
Subscribe to
Maccabees.
Yeah, William just come in the comments down here. He's running late.
Hashtag Alaskan Cruise.
Been giving away a bunch of stuff. You better pay attention, William.
Hashtag Bob's 30 frame extractor. Just random stuff.
Going with some more queen grafting. We got the plastic queen grafting frame that you can snap together.
Honest apologies.
With the queen cell cups.
That's funny. Hashtag Lee's computer.
Oh.
No. 370 Ti.
Lee just went up to 19 terabytes of hard drive space on there.
Yeah, I got a couple more ordered too, though. I'm gonna put in. So I'm at 19 terabytes of hard drive now. How you doing, Alex?
I'm great. How about you guys?
Pretty good, pretty good. We made it a year. We haven't gotten divorced yet.
Haven't got blocked yet either, right? Or,
No.
or is
Hey.
YouTube kind of like Facebook? Can you get into YouTube jail?
Probably.
I don't. Do they do jail or do they just boot you completely off?
I think they ban you for too many strikes for a certain period of time.
Yeah. Now we've only got one email, me and Bob, the same night. We played. In fact, speaking of William in the comments, I think that was on his giveaway for that hive tool.
Mhm.
Bob decided to play Red Hot Chili Peppers, give it away now.
And
the
Wilson-
whole song and video on live, and we both got a little.
We got a strike.
for that.
We got a warning.
Yeah,
We got a
warning.
yellow card for you soccer fans. All right. We got 63. 64.
That one went up pretty quick. Seems like they like that plastic one better than they did the wood one.
I don't. The wood one's better.
It's a good thing though, since they liking that plastic one so much. I got another plastic one to give away after this.
But you know what? The bars work great for putting them on these little pieces of wood to put in your incubator.
There you go.
They work really well for that. Man, I got a sunburn on my forehead in March.
That's because you got too much forehead.
I do. It's like a 5 head.
Nobody beats my forehead.
All right, we're gonna go ahead
I can say that because my forehead goes way back here.
Your follicle challenge.
Here.
We're gonna go ahead and draw on this Grafton frame here.
Mm.
I think I might try to run through a couple of these pretty quick because we still got more to go. Team.
Tim.
Congrats.
Nice.
Congratulations, Tim.
Tim.
Congratulations.
All right, what's next?
Hashtag next.
I'm trying to get it typed in. Give me a minute. Hurry.
You don't have them pre-programmed? Usually you got everything pre-programmed ahead?
These I got to put in one at a time.
See, if you was doing Charlie's channel, it would have been done already.
Yeah, but I'd be sitting in the back not doing anything else. Let's see.
Look, Don's like graft 4, graft 5, graft 10.
Graft 4. That's for another plastic grafting frame. Yep, I just heard a beep down here in the bottom room. Who we got? It says Philip Morris, but it's saying disconnected.
Mm.
Let me see. What all have we given away this year? Oh, my gosh.
Ooh, in the whole year, a lot of stuff.
Well, with Blythewood Bee Company, we gave away Saracel grafting frames. We gave away Swarm. We gave prize packs away, right? Swarm Trap.
Swarm Lure and
Swarm Lure.
What was was it Honeybee Healthy or was it something else along those lines?
Yeah, it was along Beekeeper's Choice.
Beekeeper's Choice.
And some Honeybee Gone, right?
Yeah. And the snap vials of the Swarm Commander then.
Yeah.
And the Saracel top feeders.
Saracel top feeders. Yeah, we've given away a lot this year.
I've been a loser all these times.
Gave away solar wax melter. Gave away, what, 20? No, he only used 8. So 16 frames, right? To Brad.
Cajun.
He also won the solar wax melter.
Yep.
But that guy was born with a horseshoe, like around his neck.
Hill and Hillbilly Earl both had the horseshoe.
You didn't see when Earl predicted he predicted 3 times in a row who was going to win the spin, and he was right every time. I was like, "Whoa!"
All right, we ready to do a drawing on this?
Do it.
Here we go.
I like watching it spin. Hit hop.
Hail high.
Hell fives.
Hey,
Congrats,
congrats.
Hale.
You can't say you didn't do anything. Yep.
I guess he will be stopping by to pick that up. In fact, we're working at the same plant right now. I could probably actually bring it to work and give it to him.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. He works for the plant. I'm contract out there.
Oh, wow.
Hey, what's next?
Crawfish. Oh, man. I love some
You
mud
got
dog.
another 9 framer.
Holy crap!
Two
You
more
guys
of
gave
those.
away 10 free memberships. Thanks, Phil. Feels like giving it away. So what do they got to do? They got to click on it to get a free membership to the thing? I don't know how it works.
It just says it randomly picks them.
Oh, really?
Free memberships to what?
To my channel.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, excuse me.
That'll be the ones that get the free ones, and then they cancel after 1 month.
The grafting glasses with a little LED light and the multiple.
Oh,
Grafting
okay.
glass. Going uptown now. Look at this.
Hey, Lee, just send those to me.
They work well, though. I'll tell you that much. Even over my bifocals, they work well.
I just wanted to buy a whole bunch of different little stuff and be able to give out for everybody that's been supporting us.
Yeah.
Look at James even got in on that act.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm getting on that act too.
There you go,
I'm
Bob.
getting old. I need to, my eyesight's going. So actually, I have a pair, but I could sure use another 2 or 3 pairs because I put on a queen grafting course, and it's nice if all the students all have their own pair.
True.
Lee, I've still got to order that USB microphone or microscope that you were showing.
Okay, let me give you a tip on that because I've got one.
Okay, please,
Definitely
please, Bob.
get the extension piece because when you have your frame down, if you got it on your table and you're trying to graft with it, it's like right up on the frame, right?
I set a jar. I set a jar on the desk and just put the camera on top of it.
Okay.
Or do that. You just got to raise it up.
So how do you record a video?
It's got its own little software too, or you can just do it as a camera. So you could go into your StreamYard and just record a video using this as your camera. Actually, you could log in twice, right? So log in once with this camera, log in once on your other camera, and it should.
Could you plug that into your phone and record on an Android phone?
Yeah.
Well, it does have a USB-C adapter with it.
Lee, you just said you could?
Yeah. It's got some software that you can download, but like on mine, the actual, well, let me try to pull you up a little bit bigger here. Or pull myself up.
Oh, people really want the glasses.
On mine, it has the regular USB, but you can actually flip it over. Well,
hello.
Try to find it here. Yeah, you can flip it over.
Okay.
Then it has the regular plug to go into a phone, but it's not. It's not the USB-C. It's the micro USB.
Well,
but you can get the adapters.
I ordered off your link, and mine came with this little thing.
Hey, I'm going to grab something here. For all you guys that are making videos, I ran into a doggone shotgun mic that works fantastic.
I did see a microscope that has
like
its own little screen, but it also you put an SD card in there.
Yeah,
about $50, but
I don't need those because I paint minis and I had one already. So,
cheers.
Different reason than James, but still.
I'm giving you about another 30 seconds on this hashtag glasses.
Got 76 entries on this one.
I know, man. People want those spectacles. That's a pretty cool looking mic. Mike?
Yeah, and it's actually powered, and you can use it without the power. And it's $15 in Walmart, on Walmart online. And this thing works fantastic.
That ain't bad
for your photo, for your camera.
Yeah, let me see if I can get the name. Bauer. Yeah. So if you do a Bauer shotgun mic and look on the Walmart online, and actually I got mine at the store, and I think I bought it for $14.
Now I had the Rode mic kind of like that would mount on top of my cameras.
Yeah.
But now I have the Rode wireless system. I don't know if you can see in there, but I got the mix.
And I really like that. But the last video that we shot when we were going through the hives in the snow, that was the first time we used the doggone thing, and I couldn't believe how well the doggone thing worked.
Yeah.
But I had some tech go through my phone and went to the development mode and everything, and maybe he did some enhancements. But you can use this with power or without, so you can turn it on and off. So you don't have to use the battery if you can get your phone to power it. So, but for the money and the clarity, I can't believe this thing. It's ridiculous.
All right, we ready to draw for these glasses?
Yep.
Michael.
Congratulations, Michael.
Congratulations, dude.
Wonderful.
Going to Vermont with the action.
Hello. That's neat.
I'm going to drop
Wow.
my email in there again. Send me all your information. And I'll get that mailed out to you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna bow out. Everybody be good.
Now,
Have a
good
good
night.
night.
Thank you.
Be good. What fun is that, Tom?
Oh yeah, always gotta be good, James.
No. I'm gonna hit the sack here early too. So it's wonderful. I think you've got over 100 people watching. You know, congratulations and thanks for doing all the giveaways and whatnot. And God bless you and the all your sideline audience here. It's been a grand night.
Thank you, Mike. You have a good
Thanks,
one.
Mike.
Okay, take care. Bye bye.
Night.
All right. Next one.
Oh, Earl popped in. Hold on. Sorry, Earl.
You hate me.
Oh,
Hey,
there
Earl.
it is.
Sir, how's it
I
going,
thought,
Earl?
I thought I heard something beep a while ago, but I wasn't seeing nothing.
I thought
Voice.
maybe I spoke too much last time and y'all just wasn't going to let me in this time. I was like, well, I'm going to have to learn to shut up.
The Honeybee Democracy.
Honeybee Democracy. If
Man,
you
I
want
need to enter
Very
that.
good book.
try to win
Very good
this,
author.
HD.
Hashtag HD. Big H, Big D.
Hello, everybody. I might not have texted it, but howdy.
How you doing, Earl?
Hang on here. Billy Earl's going to try to jump in here. Hashtag what now? HD?
HD. I don't have that book.
I actually don't have it either.
Do you realize, guys, that you all have like 100 and some people on here tonight? And when you try to read your own text, it goes by so fast. I just want to say congratulations on tonight's turnout and all the people that you have on here. Because it was the 1 year anniversary, I felt like I had to get on here and say at least hello.
Paul says, Earl, am I going to win? Because you're like the soothsayer of giveaways.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You're a loser tonight, Paul.
Actually, he won.
He did win once.
Yeah. Dang, James, you sure about that?
I will absolutely.
All right.
So might want to save that for a little bit. And what do we got? 103?
105.
105. Awesome.
Great, man. Great. Good job on you guys. All of you.
I'll pull that up in just a little bit. We got another giveaway here we're going to do.
Holy crap.
Well, we actually got several more giveaways plus what James has just offered up.
I'll tell you what. Y'all, have you seen that order text I've been using for Canvas?
I can't hardly hear you, Earl. You're a little muffled.
How about now?
That's better.
That goofy air conditioner. I'm sorry.
Did we hear what? You said something.
Have you ever heard of that order text Canvas that I've been using? Have y'all seen any of that I've been showing everybody?
I think I know what you're talking about.
I have not seen it yet. No, sir.
Well, anyway, it's a real good waterproof, breathable covering, and I've been using it on my hives. I ordered a pretty good amount of it coming in. I'll be willing to give away a square yard of that tonight.
The
square yard will do at least 2 hives, maybe 3.
Add it on, Lee.
1 square yard of OtterTex.
Otter. It's called Otter Tech.
OtterTex, like Gore-Tex. I originally looked up Gore-Tex, and I was going to use it, but OtterTex was way cooler and better, and I love the designs. The next design print will not be camouflage. The one I'm giving away will be a square yard of rattlesnake print. It's all snake print. Be cool. Give me a square yard over the way, man. That's what is that? I probably cut it a little bigger. Hashtag canvas. What do you think?
Sounds good to me. All right, well, we got
how many were you short, Lee, for 500?
37 right now.
That's not many.
We're getting there.
That's about how many I need to be 1,000.
I thought you had already made it to 1,000, Earl.
Lord, no, Bubby.
Let's see. How many we got? We got 63 entries. It doesn't look like it's going up.
Oh, what do we got? 109 on here?
99 now. It's dropped
99?
down.
Oh, I don't think they want to leave yet.
Oh, we still got it. We're still giving away queens. We're still giving away whatever James put in there. I don't even know. It's a surprise.
I got a picture of it over here. He done sent me.
I need 32 more, Lee. 32 more.
All right, we're going to go ahead and do a draw on this Honeybee Democracy book.
Who's going to be?
I had that. I've already read it, but I'd just like to have a copy of it.
LeGrind.
There you go. Man. Canada shipping.
But it ship to Canada first before.
Might have to order from Amazon Canada and have it sent. Might be cheaper.
I'll send it to him.
Yeah. It's pretty expensive, Bubby. I sent 1 pound. One little. It wasn't hardly a pound of peppermint candy to Australia to Cedar Anderson and his sister, and it cost me $50. The candy was $1.
I sent some swarm lure to Canada. It was 17 pounds, but it cost $61.
Yeah. That out of country is expensive stuff, man. Hello, Philip Morris.
All right, another one of
Hey, Earl, how you doing?
Another one of the 9-frame spacers.
Spacer 2.
Did you say 9-frame, Lee?
9-frame spacer.
It's so that, like in your 10-frame boxes, you can drop it in and spread them out to 9 frames evenly.
Yeah, they draw a thicker cone, makes it easier to uncat.
If I'm not mistaken, I read on the thing, it said you can use it on the 8-frame boxes too and then space stuff out. But I hadn't tried it. Everything I have is a 10-frame box, but I run 9 frames in the Super.
Lee, do you want me to send you my address?
Yeah, just send me. You already got my email, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send it right now.
Carrier pigeon. Of course, he needs your address.
Carrier pigeon.
I use Ravens.
It's probably by Sled Dog.
Sled Dog.
Yeah, right. This time of
year.
year.
Pigeons right now.
And we'll have
probably send out Hedgewick.
We'll have another spacer after this also.
Awesome. I tell you, whoever gets that Artetex is going to be real happy with that stuff, man. It's awesome. I uncovered a nook the other day. It was covered in water. Peeled that stuff off, and it was just so dry underneath. I love it.
I'm multitasking, guys. Apologize.
You're just bragging.
Well, if I don't, I won't get it out on time.
What he's actually doing is putting some kind of salve on his eye there.
Yeah. My wife's
question for Lou.
I was about to say what he didn't tell you. That wouldn't have been that got him. He made somebody mad today, and they popped.
Amy got me.
I got a question for Lee.
Uh-oh. What's up, Earl?
I too fool around with 9-frame spacer in the supers, and I wonder if you are having a little bit of trouble, as I have had in the past, with they want to crash comb it pretty bad, or or build it out weird and different. It's kind of hard in a 9 frame to keep them even. Like one side will be thicker than the other and stuff like that. How did you stop that?
You got to start out with 10 frames in it
start
first.
with 10 first.
Once they draw that out even, then you can remove one and space it to 9 frames. But if you just throw 9 in to start with, they'll draw it all cross color.
Thank you. See, I've been struggling with that, and just getting on here tonight, that little bit of knowledge, and I can fix that. That's awesome.
Yeah, the first time I tried it, I put 9 in to start with, and I had the same issue. There was cross comb and everything. But if you start out with 10, they'll draw both sides out pretty even. Once it's drawn, remove one of your frames and then space them out, and they usually do pretty good then.
I'll try that, bud. I really will. You know, a lot of people think because we have our own channels and stuff, we know everything, but we don't. Nobody does. That's why we have these forums where we get together and compile knowledge.
I know nothing. Is that not obvious, Earl? By watching my channel, I know nothing.
I learn something on this chat every single time I'm on here, and that's part of the reason I keep popping back. You know, the more I learn about bees, the more I know. How do I put this? The more I learn about bees, the more I know I need to learn more about the bees. So
the more you know you don't know, and I stole that from Corey Stevens.
To me, if you think you know everything about bees, that's when all the fun ends. To me, that's part of the fun of beekeeping is learning something new and figuring things out.
It pretty much never ends. That's one of the main reasons I love it so much.
Yeah.
Well, you know what Einstein said? He said the beginning of knowledge is to know there's much to learn. I have to disagree with you, though, because my Bible says the beginning of knowledge is to know God, and then to know there's much to learn. That's how I roll.
Hey, guys.
The problem I have is every time I learn something, you learn it the hard way. It's like, okay, I don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
Amen.
All right, so I'll be honest with you. I did not buy anything for the giveaway. However, I am going to do a giveaway. And it's mainly for smaller beekeepers because the bigger beekeepers probably won't need it. But if you want to enter, that's fine. And I'll tell you what it is. We'll do that giveaway next if you want, Lee. What I'm going to give away is a Vivo electric honey extractor 8-frame or 4 deeps. So it's pretty much for somebody beginner, okay?
That's pretty good.
Nice. But it's better than hand spinning. So
I'm go ahead and draw on this one here.
Man, I hope Earl wins that.
Edward.
Congrats, Edward.
Yeah, that's a twofer.
Yeah, twofer.
Cool.
So it's not like the best quality extractor. It's like $300, okay? So it's not like the mega extractor. But if you don't have any extractor and you're doing crush and strain, or if you're doing, like James's scale and you only need a small extractor.
How many times would that take me?
But, it's a place to start. And that's kind of what with our channel, we've been trying to help new guys and all different levels. So if you need an extractor, there's 96 people on here right now. Just put #extractor. Is that finally?
Do you have to need it or just want it?
Whatever. Obviously it'd be good if somebody needs
I'm
one.
not entering for that because I don't want to.
Like Drop Time Farms has a two-frame extractor, right? And so that would be an upgrade for them. So that's good.
I have a 3.
But there you go. Philip, join in.
You ready to put that one up now?
Yeah, do it now.
We got
#extractor.
We got Tim and Hannah in here now, also from Gunline.
Hey, Tim, Hannah.
You guys need like a drum roll to go along with this.
And the rockets.
I have the extractor I always wanted, so I don't need another.
We got a rooster crow.
Hey man, he watches my stuff. He commented on my last video. I was like, oh my God, Rooster watches me.
Yeah, he commented on mine the other day that I put up about Miss Ruth getting stung.
No, yeah, I watched that, Lee. That's
Thank you.
I think the world of those two people. I hate that happened to her.
We got 48 in there.
51 now.
51. Come on. Some
Oh,
people
yeah,
are like,
I
yeah, I
expect
got a
us to.
50 framer. What is this? Oh, okay.
Spanky, if you're watching, I know your mom's on there. He'll be a little bit, but I'll be calling you when I got your split ready for you to meet me and get, or I'll bring it to you, or whatever we're gonna do, buddy.
So how long do I got to stay on here for the license extraction line?
Oh, it ain't happening.
That was on Bob's side.
I thought about buying one though. That did pass my mind. So, all right, what we got? How many we got now?
56.
56? That's it? Well, you know, some people might have bigger extractors.
Yeah, a lot of us ain't gonna jump in on that extractor and take it from somebody that needs it. So we're, let them have it.
Give them about another 30 seconds.
30 seconds on an extractor? Okay. Lee, you're writing all this down, right? I know you are. You're the man. And then I'll just have it shipped directly through Amazon to them. So
I gave Houston my first extractor I had.
Paul wants a new honey house.
Yeah, I wouldn't need a honey house.
Hashtag cow and 80 frame.
I'll get in on the honey house one. Yeah, or the cow on the 80 frame. I'll get in on that.
Hashtag easy loader.
Now, did Mark say he was giving away a cow and 80 frame?
He's giving away it.
All right, about another 10 seconds, and we'll draw on this extractor.
Got 60 out of 98. It's not bad.
DC said,
hey, you already got an extractor coming. Lee's got you an extractor.
Yeah, I only made promises to 2 people about the bees, and I'm going to fulfill that. Other than that, it'll be a while before I ever part with any more. I've just got too much to do with proving the VSH line and hardware testing and stuff that I couldn't part with any right now other than what I promised. But I will in the future, DC. Keep you in mind, baby.
All right, we ready to go ahead and draw this?
Let's draw it. Who's going to win? Morgan.
Yeah. Congratulations, Morgan.
Cool.
And on that one, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to drop Bob's email into the comments. That way you can send him your email information and delivery.
There you go.
Hey, Phil, did you get my email? Hey, Phil.
I gotta look. Let's see.
I can put it in there if you need me to.
Lee, do you still have ours from the t-shirts?
Yeah. Yep. Must have got
Can't wait, DC. I'd love to meet you, buddy. Come on out.
He wants you to come out there.
I might do that too.
All right, Lee, what we got next?
I just dropped it in chat, Phil.
All right, got it.
Hey, Beehive Homestead. Good to see you.
I'll have to open the box because this one here just looks like a white box, but it was just a little one-headed queen catcher or the guillotine.
Oh, the guillotine.
I love mine.
I got a one-handed queen catcher.
Tell you what I did with it though. I put a piece of tape over those holes because they're a little bit big, I think.
I used a little one-handed queen catcher a couple times when I first started, just kind of trying to figure everything out. But after that, I'll just pick them up by hand now.
I did till I decapitated a queen.
Guys,
and I stopped using
I don't have a choice right now. I ain't grabbing no queens with that.
Oh,
Ooh, that ain't no good.
So I need a little one-handed one for right now until my hands heal.
Didn't you get in a table saw or something, Merle?
I fought the saw and the saw one.
So
No, I was using the push tool and everything's safe like you're supposed to. However, my doctor told me not to do anything, and I was out there doing stuff anyway. My hand went numb, and a bolt of electricity caused me to let go of the push tool. And before I could even jerk my hand back, it done got me.
gotta make sure I got juice on my phone. I think that's my buddy Morgan.
I go on the 14th to see a neurosurgeon, talk about doing some surgery so I don't have to have somebody do all my work for me. I can't even lift a box right now. I do, but I'm not supposed to.
Give him about another 30 seconds on this one-handed queen catcher. Yeah, we got Jared in the comments here. I ain't seen Jared in a little while.
Make sure you're subscribed to Lee's channel because I finally checked my text message from James McNally.
You're gonna want to be subscribed to Lee's channel.
All
I
right,
hear what you're saying, DC. Sorry, Lee.
Oh, that's all right. We're going to go ahead and draw on this queen catcher.
Man, we got more people. Amir's texting. He texted a while
All
ago.
right.
Vincent.
Come on,
Congratulations, Jill.
That's my
Good
man
job.
right there. Man, I don't know about y'all. I know y'all feel the same, but I love Vincent and Grayson, don't y'all?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We need more Vincent videos, by the way.
Now, Vincent, I'm going to drop my email in the comments. Send me your information, and I'll get that shipped up to you.
Hey, put this on the list, too. So Amir 3D printed a pollen trap and a hive beetle excluder entrance that he wants to give away. So
you guys are gonna be here till midnight. You might have to split it up.
I just don't check my phone when I'm live, and I'm just seeing the text. So
Well, that's the way I got my setup here. When my phone goes off, it pops up on the computer screen for me, so I ain't even got to pick my phone up.
You could put 2 or 3 prizes together and make like a mega prize.
Now, what are we going to call that one, Bob?
let's say hashtag pollen trap, and it'll be both of them.
Both?
Hopefully, Amir's still here.
Hashtag 3D.
Hashtag 3D. Let's do hashtag 3D.
And we'll give them a minute or so on that.
I would like to have the files for that thing. I could print myself one.
Sheesh, it's going to minus 27 degrees C or minus 17 degrees Fahrenheit here tonight. I just can't seem to get out of the deep freeze.
As long as you keep
over here,
up
it's
that
minus 3 Celsius.
Sorry, y'all. We got the air conditioning on tonight.
Yeah,
I do too.
I do too.
I had to turn mine off so I could hear, so y'all could hear me.
That's all right. My air conditioning is free. I just have to open the damn window.
That's a little too cold.
We'll give you about another 30 seconds on that hashtag 3D. I done lost count of how many things we gave away tonight.
It's nice to see 100 people in here. It's
I know.
very
It's
nice
nice.
to see.
Love it.
Now we just need them to show up on regular beekeeping chat nights.
Well, and contribute. Like pop in here and let us know what's going on, and I'd love to learn stuff from other people. So
All right, we ready to draw for this? Go ahead and hit this button, y'all.
All right. Danae Struna.
There's names I haven't seen in here before. That's great.
Yeah, she gets to come in our chat all the time. It won something else from us one time, but I can't remember offhand what it was.
I think she won one of the membership too.
Maybe I need to check prices of things before I give them away. It was $110 more than I said it was going to be.
That's why I bought everything up front and had it in boxes here behind me.
When you said the price, Bob, I'm like, even if I don't win it, I'm going to go buy that.
Let me see.
I'd need to buy them in bulk.
I'm going to go ahead and drop this in here for another horizontal bees hat from Ricky Rourke.
Hey, Lee, when
Yeah.
you go to your next doctor's visit for physical or whatever, just tell them you work bees and you want the EpiPen.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
They'll write you a prescription.
Now, somebody told me, not all of them, but certain Walgreens, they have people that's in there that can actually write a prescription for like EpiPens. Because it's not like you go to a doctor for a regular visit or anything.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to call Walgreens here and just see if they're able to do that. If not, I'll call and get a doctor's appointment to try to go in.
No,
and some insurance companies will cover that cost for you too, eh?
Yeah.
When I called mine in, they called me back and said, "Hey, these things are $300." And I went, "Whoa, wait a minute."
Yeah.
So then they called me back and said, "Well, we've got our CVS brand, and it was like $90 or $100 for 2 pens."
Yeah. Now I looked it up on Walgreens website. I was showing it was one price, but like if you get that little Good RX card, you can actually get them for like 2 of them for $125 or something.
Yeah, I got mine about a year ago. I'm probably gonna get another one. Now, what they'll say is they expire 1 year from the day you get them.
Yeah.
But they may be 5 years old when you get them. I don't know.
Well, when we ended up at the hospital Sunday with Ricky Rourke and Miss Ruth, they told them even if you have an old EpiPen that you can still use it. It may not be as potent as it being brand new, but it will still help you out of a bind, I guess, until you can get to a hospital or anything like that. Anything would be better than nothing.
Yeah, I should get my hands on one just in case somebody I know gets stung.
Yeah, I'd like to buy a couple of them here because I mean I got a little mini fridge here in my office that I.
They don't need to be refrigerated.
Well, I've heard some people say keep them refrigerated. Some of them say don't, but
it says store at room temperature.
Okay,
right on there.
Yeah,
and, they're about $200 a pin.
All right, we ready to draw for this second hat?
Hey man, I'm going to jump off here, Bob. If you happen to give away that canvas, you just get up with me and I'll mail it to whoever you tell me to.
All right, Lee, you got the canvas on the list?
Yep.
Congratulations, M&J.
We'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a good evening.
Thanks for stopping in, Earl. Appreciate you, buddy.
See you, Earl.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anytime, guys. Y'all
Good one,
know I
Earl.
love you.
See you later,
Earl.
Good night.
Have a good one, Earl.
The extractor has been ordered. He should receive it March the 11th. Estimated delivery.
All right, M&J, just check the comments there for my email address. Send me your contact information. And while we're right there on that, we're going to go ahead and do.
We got some big stuff coming at the end, too.
Got one more of the horizontal bees hat from Ricky Rourke. Hat 3.
But the VA gave me these for free. So if you're a veteran, go to your VA. They'll give you some.
I think Paul's going to donate his horizontal hive there, ain't he? I think that's what that means.
I think that is. Thank you, Paul. That's nice. That's almost as good as Bob's $400 extractor.
Yeah, it had a range. It said 279 to 3 something. I should have known it. Whatever I was getting, it was going to be the most expensive one.
279 was probably the manual.
Well, it said that it was 8-frame extractor, but when you clicked it, then it said 2-frame, 3-frame, or 8-frame. So there was a range. So I said 8-frame, so that's what we got. That's what.
I'll give you about another 30 seconds on that hat.
So you guys mentioned you're going into a bit of a pollen dearth down there. How long does that last?
A little bit of a nectar dearth. You get a little bit of nectar, and then it shuts off, and then it cranks wide open.
It's still coming in. It just slowed down a little bit. It won't be as much.
Yeah, we don't get that up here. The tap gets turned on, and there's no slow start. It's 100% and or nothing.
Bob, I've been meaning to ask you, can you do something about those toxic flowers? Like kill the plants? Are they vines that grow on the trees, or
they're everywhere?
I think you should go around and pick the blossoms, Bob.
No, but if you could rip the or cut the stem, that might, like, even if you can't get them all, having fewer might help.
Well, I was hoping. Well, the blooms are starting to fall off of them, so that's a good sign.
Well, I've got a little fence in my front yard. It's probably, I don't know, 25, 30 foot long and about 4 foot tall. And it's, covered with the Carolina jasmine. But I found that the bees don't mess with it here.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about y'all, but it's pretty invasive around here.
It's
there too.
down here.
Hey, the only place I've ever seen it is that little fence, and that's where my mom had planted stuff.
Hey, what's that purple? It's a purple flower that kind of just hangs down. It almost looks like grapes. Is that lilacs or something? They're up high.
Wisteria.
Yeah.
Wisteria? Do they make honey off of wisteria?
I think
I don't
so.
know
I remember Richard Noel talking about it. He has wisteria on his property.
But I tell you, it's something you don't want to grow in your yard.
Oh, it's growing all up and we got just hanging from trees and vines everywhere.
It's okay if you put it out in the middle of the yard and don't let it get a hold of anything else.
Yeah.
Cover a tree.
But if
Make
you
it be
neglect
its own bush. Yeah. Don't put it on a fence. Don't put it on a. I've got a evergreen wisteria on my fence. It'll pull the fence apart.
Oh, really?
Between the boards, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's pretty. If there's a purple, there's a white. It's pretty, but it'll take over if you don't stay on it.
The bees like the evergreen wisteria.
That's kind of like mint, though. If you plant
dark
mint,
purple
don't
flower.
put it anywhere you don't want it to be because it's going to spread.
Oh man, the bees love the basil mint that I have. They're all over it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw for this third and final hat.
Danette.
Congratulations.
Danette. That's a 2-time winner, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. That's awesome.
All right, got that.
So your dearth lasts what? A week? 2 weeks?
Probably around 2 weeks or so. Like, it's not a total dearth. It just kind of slacks off pretty heavy or pretty light.
That's got to be hard for the bees. They just start to ramp up and then they lose it all.
Yep.
My bees are getting a little, but I don't know that it's. I wouldn't call it a flow yet. It's just a little bit, half a frame of nectar.
We ain't getting a whole lot of nectar. They're getting a little bit off of, say, fleabane or the false hawk's beard. We got a little bit of the white clover and all the blackberries.
Yeah, we're starting to get the berries. The wild berries are growing.
So how do you guys do that then? Like, how do you feed in between this a little bit? But if you do, how do you keep that out of the honey super?
I don't feed in between because you'll get that sugar water mixed in.
I tried to feed my wheat colonies, but I put some out. But they don't really take, if there's any natural nectar, they really won't take this feed down.
Now, if you put in there, say, instead of 1-to-1, you put 3/4 to 1 or 1/2 to 1, they'll use that to eat some of it, but they generally ain't going to store nothing that light. They're going to be using that to try to build out comb and everything.
Got it.
Well, I don't know that. I mean, of course, I'm way north of you guys, but I inspected 4 colonies yesterday, and one of them I can put a super on, but none of the others.
I've got some that, I mean, I've still got supers on from last year that I never pulled the honey off of.
I saw that on your video today, or was it the video with the emergency room?
Yeah. Yeah. One hive, I've got 1 super, another one's got 2, one hive's got 3, and then I got some at my other yards that have 2 on each one.
One of those, you had the bees were coming up in it and laying eggs. I definitely want to force them down.
Yeah. Well, generally, I don't run queen excluders except for any hive that I'm going to do comb honey on. Now, any of my other ones, they'll usually come up, lay a few eggs in the supers, but when they start bringing the nectar in, that queen, she normally will go back down to the main brood box. And then once those larvae hatch, they just backfill. So by the time I pull, I have very little captive brood or anything in my supers.
I have snow in my bee yard. A lot of it.
So you don't know what you got in the hive yet, huh?
Well, last I checked, they were all alive. Even the weak one was still alive after a month. So
yeah, that's good.
Fingers crossed. I gave them a pound of fondant each, and I'll go check in about a week or so. And probably just give them mountain can dry sugar if they started eating it.
That's what I did on one of the hives out there, I believe 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago I went out there. It was one of the hives that I got from the beekeeper that had passed away. And I removed it was missing 6 frames in the box, and they had a bunch of wild comb. So I removed that, put in frames that had drawn comb or waxed foundation, and I gave them a frame of brood. And then I put a piece of paper on top and just put some dry sugar on it because I thought I had a sugar brick inside left, but I didn't.
All right, we got to give it away, man, or we're going to be here all night. It's now. You got to get up in like 3 hours.
The draw for the third and last spacer, anyway.
Are you at 500 yet, Lee?
I doubt it.
Charlie.
There you go.
Hey, Gretz Charlie.
It's an 1/8 of a teaspoon per gallon. 1/8 teaspoon per gallon.
Let's see. I'm gonna drop my email in there again, Charlie. Just send me your contact information.
I didn't see any drones in my colonies. I saw a lot of cap drone brood, but I didn't see any drones yet.
I've been seeing some walking around, and I've seen some purple eye and some that are just capped. Now, when me and Ricky went in the other day, they had some in between the boxes. So when we opened it up, it cracked those cells open.
So when you say purple eye, you mean you removed the cappings and saw it?
No, whenever I picked the box up, the drone comb that they had.
I don't have much of that. I use foundationless frames, so they don't really build drones between the frames.
They build their own then.
Yeah.
Charlie still awake over there?
Yeah, I'm still awake.
Kind of quiet over there tonight.
You know.
Yeah.
All right.
When do you take your wraps off, Charlie?
What's that?
When do you take your wraps off?
It snowed today.
Oh, well, welcome to our world.
Hive tools.
I mean, it flurried. It didn't do anything, but it was this week the highs will be like 45 to 47 throughout the week, and then the evenings will be 35. So, it's going to be a while.
Hey, James.
Yes, sir.
I got my queen cell warmer fixed for $8.99.
I saw that.
While they entering for that, I'll be right back.
All right. So it's back working. And the guy called me. He texted me. He's like, "Hey, I've got more queen cells today, Bob. Yeah, I can't come get them and don't need them." I'm trying to not have to rely on him for queen cells, right?
There you go. Well, Alan and I went shopping. We found we got a craft store up here called Michael's. I found the last pieces of foam that I needed to finish mine off yesterday. So,
what was the total cost of yours to build?
What am I at? I think I'm sitting at about 30, 35 bucks Canadian.
Oh, so 29 cents.
US, yep, not much. And it's bigger.
And it is bigger.
You know, bigger's always.
You make
better.
a video about it?
I have made a video. I'll get that edited there and stuff like that as well. You bet.
So I had a question on it. Mine is only 12 volt, but can you run yours at 110?
So no, I could, but I made mine 12 volt as well because I have so far to go. My apiaries, my closest apiary is 12 minutes from my house. The furthest one's about 20 minutes from my house, and I made it 12 volts so I can go from one to the other. So you could make it whatever you wanted, but I made mine 12 volt as well.
But you have a removable cord. Would it be a matter of just swapping cords out, or would that fry it?
No, that would fry it. So the heating pads inside are 12 volt, and the controller is 12 volt as well.
Okay.
All right, we ready to draw for this hive tool?
Well, the pad with the holes in it, is that something that you buy that's got the holes already built in from?
Yeah, it is. So if you want one, Charlie, like I said, I'm going right by.
Charlie,
there you go,
Hey,
Charlie.
congratulations, Charlie.
Hey,
What did I win? Oh,
Oh, you didn't even know what he won. A bag of popcorn, Charlie. That's what you won.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want one, Charlie, let me know because next weekend I'll be going.
yeah, grab me
right by them.
Yeah, grab me one of them. I mean,
Okay,
you can put your queen cells in there and put it in the incubator and let them hatch out.
Correct. Yep. Absolutely.
I think I'm gonna, when you hit 1,000 subs, Charlie, I think I'm gonna mail you a case of microwave popcorn, like a whole friggin' case.
I think everybody should mail him a case.
Everybody mail him a case of popcorn. You have like his whole sawmill will be slammed full of Jiffy Pop.
Now I want popcorn.
You got my email, don't you, Lee?
Yeah,
I do. Yep. And I got your address too, Lee. So I'll just pick one of those up. I'll just drop it in the mail for you.
All right. What's the next item up for bid?
another pack of the queen pheromone strips.
Damn it, you and the pheromones.
Yeah.
No, I figured I would use that pad inside my incubator, and that way you just put the cells in there.
Absolutely.
I guess is there? I guess it's deep enough to where she can crawl around.
It is, yeah.
And yeah, I bet.
Charlie's awake now. He won. We got him involved in the situation that's happening.
It's a fun way too.
And a single brood management video.
We working on it, Charlie.
Are you? Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Got them two designated.
Actually, I was talking to Brad in the green room, and we were talking about the when I use two mediums. Now, if this is right, James, that equals to about a deep and a third, maybe.
Yeah, it's
slower
slightly more. It's slightly more than a deep. Yeah.
He was saying, I was asking about, do you go in there and you pull any of the frames out and whatever? And that raw guy that's up in Canada, the young fella, he had a video several years ago, which I've watched a couple times, where he does the mathematics, like 70,000 cells, and the queen will have to use at 2,000 cells a day. I forget what it is, but there's like 20 or 30% that isn't being laid. Of course, there's some of it he estimates for honey and pollen
Yep.
and drone. and all that. And so it sounded like to me, I'm going to try it. I'm going to put a queen excluder on and not pull any brood out and see whether or not I can get away without all doing is just stacking honey supers.
I'll give it a shot, right? Find out, because like I keep telling a lot of people, even though it works for somebody else, it might not work that way for you. But I do know that single brood chambered up here with a deep works quite well during the honey flow. But you really got to check it. I mean, she can't be plugged out, right?
She's what now?
She can't be plugged out. You got to make sure that they don't have honey frames and stuff like that down below.
Well, that was the thing. Who was it? I just watched a video.
Now, James, when you
I know what it was. It was what's the guy over there at college up in Canada?
Paul.
Paul, and he had two single broods which were deeps. One was, no bees outside, but a lot of bees, no queen cells. He put 2 supers on of honey.
Mm-hmm.
He had one where he must have had 5 pounds of bees on the outside of the box. He did have some swarm cells. And then what he killed the swarm cells, but he put 4 honey supers on to give the bees room, and then far as put the honey and everything on too.
Yep.
And that's the big thing about single brood, is to make sure that they have plenty of room to take the honey out of the brood chamber, to get it out of there.
Now, James, just remember when you say that single brood chamber management, you got to do.
Hey, there's Jarrett. Jarrett won.
Congratulations.
Jared could have used that extractor too. Isn't he using a smaller extractor? Or is that?
I'm not sure about Jarrett.
Or I think he might have thought of used. I don't remember.
He's down there, and
I know he talked about it one time, and I can't remember now. Jared, what size extractor do you have?
Over here, I'm pretty sure Jarrett's already got my email because he sent me a few things, but I'm just going to drop it in here again.
Good night, Morgan.
Good night, Morgan.
All right, what we got left?
All right, we're going to go ahead and do Earl's Canvas.
What is it?
It's a waterproof canvas called Otter. What do you say? OtterTech.
OtterTech.
Yeah, that's what they make the seat covers out of.
So he uses it as a hive wrap.
Yeah, I think he said what he was going to give away was enough for 2 hives, I believe.
He said 1 square yard. So that's 3 foot by 3 foot, right?
I don't know how the material comes, because I know, like, if you go to buy material for like sewing stuff, it might say 1 yard, but it might be 3 foot long, 1 yard, but it may be 58 inches wide. I believe we have 2 more giveaways after this one.
Hey, who won the 3D print?
Danette Struna.
Danette won it. I'm writing that down.
And I'm pretty sure I put it in there, but just in case, Danette, I'm going to drop Bob's email right there in the comments.
I'll have to send that over to
Amir.
Buddy Amir, yeah. So we got 2 more after this? Ooh, they're going to be good ones.
Yeah, 2 good ones. Well, I mean, to me, I think they were all good, but the 2
they are
biggest,
all good, but you know what I mean.
To me, well, I say the 2 biggest ones. The extractor was pretty dang big too.
Yep.
Well, that's the only thing I had. One thing, so let's see.
Give about another 30 seconds on #canvas.
Well, if we could get you to 500 on this stream, 500 subs, Lee, you're at 466 34 away from 500.
We'd give away a Guardian bee suit.
We tried sharing it for you, so
appreciate that.
Yeah, it went.
Yeah, every little bit helps. It all adds up in the end.
Yes, sir.
Well, gentlemen, while we're waiting on this real quick, we're going to get off. But we'll tell you congratulations on the 1 year.
Thank you. Thank you.
We appreciate the help.
Thank you all very much.
I appreciate your friendship.
Same here, brother. It's been a good one. Many folks.
All right.
And don't be a stranger. Call me.
We'll do it. We'll holler at y'all, man.
All right, brother.
Thank y'all for coming.
Good night. Good night, Hannah.
See you, Tim, Hannah.
I always got to say Hannah because she's always off to the side, kind of in the back there. So we got to include her.
Good night.
Appreciate y'all.
Good
Good
night,
night.
Good one.
Good night.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and draw on this canvas.
This is from Hillbilly Earl. Tim.
West
Hey, look at him pulling them down tonight.
Congratulations.
Tim, if you don't have Earl's email, just email me your information and I'll get it over to Earl.
All right. We've got to have the drum roll. What's first?
I don't know. That's a hard decision there. I got one above the other one, so you tell me number one or number two.
Are you going to make it to 500?
I doubt tonight, because most everybody that's in here now is already subbed. I'm 31 away.
Well,
Tell you what, let's try this just in case. I'm going to drop my YouTube channel in the comments here. I think I am. Okay. I'm going to drop my YouTube here just in case somebody ain't subbed to me. Click on that link that I just put in the comments. Sub, and we'll see if we can get 500.
Hey, you remember that settlement I was talking about? Waiting on?
Woohoo! All right.
And you're bitching about frames?
Hey, you know the bank puts a hold on these damn things.
Oh yeah.
So I'm waiting.
What's this? What's this settlement for?
So I worked for a cryptocurrency company, right, under contract. And then the SEC came and raided them and shut them down. Well, I was under contract for a year. And they owed me quite a bit more money than that on my contract. But after 5 years of the SEC receiver, they said, well, we agree that we owe you this much money. And I said, great, just pay it to me. And we'll go our separate ways. And, you know, after 5 years, I'm happy to get anything. So,
well, still a nice amount.
Yeah, it's not, well, you know, it's not bad. But the bank, you know, when you deposit a check, that bank says, oh, hold on now. We're going to have to wait on depositing that in your bank account. So even though it's been deposited, it hadn't credited my account yet. So
yeah, there's always a delay to deposit, but never to take out.
Oh, you know, they're making interest on it right now.
Yeah.
Somebody is.
Yeah, there's a 365 delay hold on it.
Yeah.
I've had times I went to the bank like that and they'll say, hey, it's a 7 to 10 day hold. But I've had certain things come through from a known person that basically their bank has called my bank, verified already, and say, hey, this is going to be coming through multiple times. No hold.
Well, that's why I've been saying I've been looking for a little piece of land, right, out in the country, but it ain't happening. So, my bank tried that before. Yeah, they'll put a hold on it for sure. So I might be able to afford some more boxes and frames and stuff now. But if I buy too much, my wife will choke me out. I'll miss a live because I'm like passed out in the corner somewhere.
Yeah, but see, Bob, that's where you messed up to start with. You told her about it, didn't you?
Well, she would have looked at the bank account, seeing, hey, can we order pizza tonight? Oh, what? So,
okay,
just get
tonight where you can get the extra cheese.
Yeah, the extra cheese. You can get breadsticks tonight, hon.
Well, James, we still 25 away.
Oh, well, maybe it'll be plain.
Yep. You want me to show both of them just so they can see what they could have done?
Absolutely.
All right, since I didn't reach 500 subs tonight, hold on, let me move this one out of the way and pull up a different screen.
Hey, Lee, I went and subscribed to you under my 2 other channels.
All right.
That's what I did on my 3.
How about say Earl? I think Earl subbed to me under 2 or 3 of them.
I'm doing all I can.
I appreciate it. All right, now, since we didn't reach 500 tonight, James said he's going to give away one of his grafting frames here that he builds, and it's plain.
Man, that thing would be so handy right now.
Now, he said if we would have reached that 500 mark for me, it would have been laser engraved with the logo.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, that's very nice. Jose Uribe.
Yeah, those are some that took off one of my videos. Those are some that I made up for the California Beekeeper. So
very nice, very nice.
Hey, let me.
Some
reason I keep on putting the @ sign instead of the hashtag.
Do we have to pick these up, James?
I will ship it out.
He'll fly it to you.
Yeah, actually, I have sent those all over the world, believe it or not. So no, I enjoy. I've learned a lot off of this channel, and like I say, anytime I can support things like this, that's what I want to do. So,
but you've taught a lot on this channel too. You've shared a lot of knowledge.
Absolutely.
Well, a lot of my mistakes. Don't do this. This is why.
That's why it's gray right here.
Hashtag big graft. If you want to win the grafting board from James McNally.
And if your subscribers, whoever wins it, if they do want their logo on it, they can get a hold of me if they want to send me their information, and they will have to pay to have their logo or something like that put on it. But I will do that for them and for your subscribers.
Thank you.
Man, I need to enter this one.
I know my hands are sitting here. I
can't win my own giveaway.
I think I'm going to not enter this one. I think I have a few of these. So I'll be putting the next run off of these, and this will be part of the next run that I do. So it should be out within, probably within a week. I'd say 2 weeks, probably at the most.
Amir Danette Struna won your giveaway.
We'll give them another minute or so on this one.
Yeah, I was going to say my phone just doing the old wraparound thing here. That's good. That's awesome.
67. Hey, Bruce, Jason, John, Eugene, Dennis. Man, there's a lot of people. Hey, Kenneth, Peter. I'm trying to acknowledge people I haven't seen. I know you've been there. I just didn't see you. I apologize.
Yeah. John Tompkins. And I'm sure we've missed a lot of the comments over here tonight, trying to go through everything else and everybody.
Hey, Pastor Larry. No, you don't have to drive to Canada to pick it up.
No, I will ship it out.
Unless you just want to drive.
Well, come on up. Always welcome. Bring your veil and your smoker.
And all of your frame assembling tools. Charlie wants that one, man. I see Charlie's name rolling by. Hashtag Big Graph, Big Graph, Big Graph.
They are
Hashtag no
handy.
whammy.
They are handy.
Give it about another 30 seconds.
I don't know how many of your viewers know how we came about these things or how I came about these, eh? So I got tired of grafting and plopping my frame up against something and having it fall down or bump. And if you go back and you take a look at my channel and you subscribe to the channel, I literally, over the course of a weekend in January, I made about 14 or 15 versions before I came up with one that I liked. And, you know, they've really taken off and have been accepted well, kind of all over. So,
do you have a site we can order those from, or do we have to email you?
So you can send me an email. Take a look on my webpage there, or my YouTube page, and I think I've got one batch pretty much done. So the next batch will be about another 50 tables, and this will be one of the 50 that we got to do up here. So.
All right, we up to 74. Can we get one more? Make it 75. Give you about 10 seconds.
How many people are on? 97?
97 on. And 74 entered. Come on, we can get a few more in there.
Also want to take, while we're waiting, thank you for everybody that has supported us this year and ordered T-shirts and, stuff off Amazon, stuff off the website. Philip, thank you for being our roving camera guy at the Hive Life conference. James, thanks for your everlasting sarcasm. Charlie, thank you for all of the single brood chamber management you've given us this year. And, the popcorn and always being here for the streams. Philip, thanks for joining in with us all the time. And, your subtle jab sarcasm that you give in the chat box there. And
I'm honorable mention sarcasm after James.
He just says that because I'm always giving him a hard time.
If you guys saw the stuff, he's like, why did you send me a picture of a business card? Well, I just told you it's a Canadian company. I'm trying to show you what Canadian company it was. And then I just get that little gray-haired emoji with the thumbs up.
I get some of these text messages that's like, what the heck was this for? Like, what am I supposed to read into this one?
And then I get the email text back, you suck. Why did you look at the queens? I told you not to do that. Alex, thank you. You've been here since the beginning. You've been watching since the beginning. And just started recently, actually popping your face into the chats with us, but we appreciate you for sure. And
I just got my capture card. That's why I couldn't join before.
Oh, okay. All right, so we got 74. Can we get 75 people?
I know, that's what I'm wanting, 75.
75. Come on.
We've got 98 people in here.
Don't make me enter, because if I'll enter, by God.
Hey, come on. It's a free grafting frame.
All right, come on, enter, Bob.
For your frame.
You know you want it.
It's a grafting easel.
Actually,
we'll let you, Bob. Come
I
on.
probably could have already had one if I would have sent James my information, because he's asked me like several times for my logo and stuff, and I've just kind of been Bob, and busy and not.
Well, here's your chance.
You sound like me procrastinating.
I mean, it's bad. The procrastination is strong with this one.
My ex-wife, that was one of her favorite words, procrastination. And finally, I ended up at a Chinese restaurant, and you get the little fortune cookie, and I got one that said, procrastination is the thief of time.
That's true.
There you go.
All right,
we got 75. Who's going to win?
Here we go.
76, actually. It bumped up.
Oh, you got it just as you hit it. It went to
Yeah, I see
76.
76
Yep.
up there now. Oh,
Jesse,
Charlie was ready to come out of his chair.
Congratulations.
That was such a head fake, too. It's like, Charlie, I can just see Charlie going,
Go ahead and get the Kleenex, Charlie, and wipe your eyes.
Oh, well, congrats to Jesse.
Yeah,
So if
Jesse,
you,
James had look on his YouTube page on the About, and it'll have his email address. And
Absolutely.
give him on your information.
all right, so we're down to the last one at 12 minutes after 11. What is this last gift here? I don't even know if the gift giver is still in here. Is he still in here?
He's in the chat there somewhere because his name is still popping up for me.
Okay.
I sent him a message a minute ago to see if he was going to come in or not, but I don't know how busy he may be.
He might be on the road tonight.
About to say he may be on the road or you may be in the back working and just listening to us.
Okay, so what are we giving away next, Lee?
All right, this next giveaway is coming from Mark Miller, and he's going to give away to one person 3 queens, 3 virgin queens off of Corey Stevens' AI stock. And these are the daughters off of the F1 queens.
Now, it's safe to assume those don't go to Canada. So
you can't. Yeah, we
these
can't
are going
send
to
those
be
to
in the
Canada.
continental U.S. only.
Well,
Now that's one that I wish I could be in. Unless you get them through James McNally, because he can get 'em.
unless you had a Canadian Food Inspection Agency import permit.
Oh, you can do that. I didn't know.
I hadn't even put it up yet, and 2 people already guessed what the hashtag was, and they had it entered already.
You should have made it hashtag Bohemian Rhapsody.
Made it something hard, huh?
Hashtag Freddie Mercury.
Make them work for it. Now, like I said, these is going to be 3 virgin queens that are going to be mailed to you. So be prepared to be able to have these queens put into something quick. Don't wait till they show up and then say, oh, well, now I got to make a queenless hive and all that.
Now, do we know when those queens might be ready?
They're going to be anytime soon.
I'm going to have to get with James to find out exactly when they'll be ready and then get with who the winner is.
with
and make
Mark?
sure they know, Mark. And then get with the winner a couple days in advance. That way they can go ahead and have a queenless colony or whatever they need to do.
Lee is 24 subs away from 500.
Oh.
I was trying to get him to give away that Guardian tonight.
Yeah, if we get lucky, maybe next week.
I would have loved to engrave that that table with your guys' stream logo and everything like that on here,
but it just didn't happen.
So, do you have a laser, James?
I work with Redline Engraving here in town. So
this guy's got one.
There you go.
Small one.
Actually, if you take a look at my, I think it's called Access Granted video. I actually videoed them lasering and etching those logos and stuff like that on there for Jose. It's actually really neat and interesting as the way she sets that up and does it. It really doesn't take too long at all.
What's it called?
I think it's called Access Granted. So I actually made the video in 2 parts. So one was, I think the first one was named Top Secret, and the second part of making the tables was called Access Granted. So those were done actually by as a surprise from Kelly, so Jose's wife there. So she actually got a hold of me. We did those as a surprise for Jose. So
we should have done hashtag Don't Kill the Queen.
Yeah.
And on the one-handed queen catcher, you should have put hashtag Off with their head.
We're up to 75. We've got 95 people in here. Now, some of them I know's across the border and can't do it.
Just
give y'all one more minute. And I believe that's the last and final thing on the list.
Just put hashtag Queens in. If I win, we'll give it away again.
76.
Is that it? Is it going once? Going twice? So oh, faked out Cajun again. RJBs, congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
Smiley Ray, you're going to be growing. He only had a few colonies.
He's going to have to make 3 splits now.
He's got some pretty high quality queens coming his way. So,
yeah.
So, how many giveaways was that? That was a lot.
I done lost count here.
I bet it was 20. Right at it.
Well, I'm glad Brian stopped by, but where was the rest of the stream team? They didn't stop in tonight. So, you know, it is what it is.
I'm trying to copy Mark's email address here. He told me to send that to whoever won. Let's see.
All
right, Smiley Ray, I'm going to drop Mark Miller's email address here in the comments. Email him, and he will get with you to send the queens to you, find out where they're at, and he should be able to let you know when they're ready.
Good night, Dennis. Good night, Sarah.
Good night. Thank y'all for showing up.
m.mill@yahoo. Was Bruce on here earlier? I didn't see him.
No, I don't think so.
I saw Brian was in for a few minutes.
We got a Bruce Brown in the comments.
Bruce Brown, yeah, I didn't see
Bruce's Bees.
Bruce's Bees.
Like I said I probably missed a whole ton of comments tonight trying to keep track of everything else, so I do apologize for that.
It was nice to see 100 people. What'd you hit? 106 at the most?
I believe 104 is what I'd seen.
So
it's hard to
Pretty
say.
good.
But I could be a little off too.
It's getting better. Hopefully it'll only get better with time, and having you guys come in and chat, and hopefully we see some more new faces, coming in, because that's kind of been the philosophy of the channel. It didn't matter if you had 1 colony or 1,000.
Yep. I'll have to
I didn't
start
see
getting
Ian on tonight either.
A fake mustache and things like this, or else your facial recognition software might actually catch me.
Hey, you know what? I started my channel with clean shaven. Then I started growing my beard, and then work made me shave my beard off. And everyone's like, "Oh man, you got to grow your beard back." And then work gave me permission to grow my beard back. Right, so here it is again.
Whatever you can do to cover that up.
Yeah, I know, right? That's it.
Oh my God.
See, that's why we do this.
Hey, Bob, I believe I dropped your email in the comments a while ago for Danette to email you about the 3D printed stuff from Amir. Just get that information to him.
All right. Yep.
And James was talking about his video for engraving the boards, the easels. I just dropped a link in the chat there for that video. If y'all want to check that out.
Hey, Danette, email me and I'll get that information over to Amir.
And there's Bob's email address in the comments.
So, Keith, you saying after you put a queen cell in a colony? Now there's chat going. So, guys, Lee's got to go to bed.
So, congratulations, guys. 1 year. That's cool. It really is. And I appreciate what you've done for me, and I appreciate just the fellowship. It's been fun.
That Bob is cultivating on his face what I grow on my beep.
Yeah, Mark's question right here. Jesse, look on James's YouTube channel. That's James McNally. Look on his about page and he'll have his email address, and email him and he'll get with you about mailing that Grafton easel out.
Absolutely.
And not only has it been a year, but we have not missed one single week. Not one.
Even when we were sick, we still showed up.
Yep. And the funny thing is like, I really don't feel like doing it tonight, but we're going to do it anyway. And then once we start streaming, it's like 2 hours, 3 hours later, we're still going, right? It's like,
Yeah, remember, Charlie still got us beat.
Charlie's got us beat.
He got the longest.
He's going to hold that title for a minute, too.
That was New Year's Eve, wasn't it, Charlie?
Yes, it was.
6
It
hours.
was.
Now, also, y'all don't forget today was Randy Tar Heel Beekeeper's birthday.
Yep. Happy birthday, Randy.
Happy birthday.
The
where does he live at? North Carolina?
Tar Heel is usually North Carolina.
Let me pull it up here. Give me just a second. Yeah, it is.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
So before we close, hey, Bob.
Yes, sir.
On your live today, you might have covered this earlier. I had a friend over and I was listening to you guys and listening to him. But what happened with the police today at the?
What police? That was security. They're rent-a-cops.
Security. Okay.
Oh, they were sitting there. They were live on their phone, but they were too scared to come close to the bees. And I grabbed a handful of them. And just imagine an African-American guy, sitting in the back. He's live on Instagram, filming me while I'm live doing the swarm catch, right?
Well,
I reached out and grabbed a handful of bees with my ungloved hand. All I hear in the back is, "Oh, hell no."
I've had people tell me that. Oh, hell no.
I started laughing.
What we saw was the lid of your Pro Nuke blew onto the ground. Then your camera froze up. So we were all thinking you fell off the van and killed yourself. And I think Phil was reporting that the other guy's camera was still running. Weren't you watching both of them, Phil?
Yeah, I was watching both of them, and then somebody came up to the guy that was doing the recording, and he said, "Oh, you can't be filming that anymore." And then all of a sudden, that one cut out.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't know mine. I didn't know because with the sun and my glasses tint automatically in the sun. And for some reason, I don't know what it is with my phone, but when it's sunny out, I can't read anything. I can't see anything hardly. And so I didn't even know it had shut off. But I was just cracking up because he's like, "Oh, hell no."
we had a lot of fun speculating that you got arrested and
they actually
hauled off.
The way Bob was moving on top of that on his work truck and everything, trying to climb up and down, I was preparing myself to try not to laugh when he fell off.
It was and then they called me back. I hadn't even made it off the property good, and they called me back. "Hey, can you come out tomorrow? Because I want to show you some other sites that there's been bees on there." I'm like, "Yep, absolutely, I can come back." So I'm going back tomorrow morning to scout out their property, and so I guess they've got my number. Well, hey, you're going to be the guy we call when we need bee removal, because they had one last year and they called what's the Eco Lab or whatever. They're like, I guess, a pest control company. And the lady was like, "I know." I was so upset because they probably sprayed them or something to get rid of them. And I'm like, "Yeah, we don't do that." And I don't do that. So she prefers to remove them and take them out. Right. So, and she was like the environmental, I don't know, whatever their environmental person is over the lab and everything. So,
Yeah.
And
Jarrett, you did win. Did he not understand he won Beehive Homestead?
He did win something, didn't he?
Yeah, he won, but I don't. He got to go on. He's on a. He's working right now with his cop car.
Hey, well, be careful.
But you did win, Jarrett.
Yeah, I'm trying to look through the list here. Yeah, he won the Queen Pheromone.
And we were trying to figure out what size extractor you had. So but yeah, that is pretty interesting. But they want me to place swarm traps on their property, like off of their parking lot area, right? So, so be the guy, right? I'll be their bee guy now. Now, if I could talk to them about letting me have bees out there because they're environmentally friendly, that'd be awesome. But
they might, they'll do that because a lot of times there's a environmental tax write-off or something like that, because they're eco-friendly.
I think that's what Brian at Flower Street was getting with the solar panel company.
Solar guys, yeah.
Who's that? There was a guy that it's actually in the DFW area that he does that on golf courses, and they actually pay him to put swarm traps up. Texas
Was it Blaine, right? The Texas beekeeper?
Yeah. You ought to talk to him, see what kind of deal he has.
Jarrett messaged you, Lee.
Yeah, I just sent him a message there.
But the but just the excuse me, just the fact that people are Googling bee removal and my name is at the top of the list, right? So, and then on the flip side, they also call my work, and so they send me a message, hey, so-and-so's got bees at this address, and I'm like the bee police now. I just go out there and start grabbing them and then taking stings to the eyebrows and stuff.
Well,
so,
hey, picking up swarms is one thing. Doing cutouts is something totally different. So,
right. Cut it. Well, definitely underneath the trailer too. So
yeah.
Hey,
that's hard work. Cutouts are hard work, and they take a long time.
Yeah. That's why I said this year I'm not doing any cutouts. If they got a swarm on a tree or just hanging on the side of the house, I might grab them, but that's going to be it.
Until they tell you, oh, it's only 10 feet off the ground. You get there and it's like 50.
I got a 24-foot ladder.
I'm going to have to buy me a bow and arrow.
How you doing tonight, Mark?
I'm doing good.
You look good, man.
Me and Charlie, I think we was in a race to see who was going to get that grafting frame. I couldn't type fast as Charlie could.
I've learned how to do that
copy and paste.
Keyboard thing.
Well, you know what? I've done that before, and then stupid YouTube will put you in timeout for like 60 seconds.
Well, it depends on how you have your settings for the live in YouTube. You could set a time limit, and people can only comment, say, every 5 seconds or every 30 seconds. But we don't have no restriction on it right now.
If I would have used a shotgun tonight, the law would have been there. We were in a neighborhood. They would have not been happy.
How much do you get out of them, James?
It's about... well, it depends if they're engraved or not. So just the plain Jane one that's coming out there, they're probably about, with the wood prices and everything, they're probably up to about $158 US.
Yeah, I figured it'd be high. They look nice.
So, and it looks like they got a little spot to set your grafting bar down in.
They absolutely do. There's a place up top. I router the top, so there's a place to put your grafting tool. Now normally if we could have got to Lee to the 500, I would have even thrown in one with the drawers.
We don't want your drawers.
I was waiting on it.
Yeah. Have you seen what they look like with the drawers and everything on them?
Does it look like a onesie that flips down?
No. So actually I gave one of each away at the Hive Life conference, and the drawer is a really nice, convenient place to drop your hive.
Got a flap in the rear,
and and stuff like that in there. So I'll see if I can get a picture and send that to Lee.
Yeah, I don't blame you there, Mr. Paul. I don't know, when Ricky was here Sunday, he was out there with me and he had it on shorts on, and he had one that started trying to climb on him. And you can see him over there. He was kind of shaking that leg a little bit, and the bee finally come out.
Ooh, Sharon, I have more bees than boxes, no queens included. Do I sell enough to fill a nuke, and for how much?
Bob will be down.
Huh?
I say Bob will be down to help you out.
She's in Savannah.
That ain't that far. Savannah, what's that, hour and a half?
No, probably 4 hours, man. For me, because I got to drive to 95, which is 65 miles away, and then drive down to the southern part of Georgia.
Yeah, right down there to 16.
I have more bees than boxes, no queens included. How do you have more bees than boxes?
Ain't that every beekeeper's problem?
Yeah.
I just heard a bloop. Who came in? Oh, nobody came in.
Oh, how you doing?
About time for me to come on and drag this out for about another 2 hours. But I had to just come on and say thank y'all. It's been a great year. Enjoyed it. Appreciate it. And had a great time. Enjoyed meeting all the people on the screen here and 100 others. And just looking forward to the next year.
And you know, you and James, I don't know. I would have to say, out of a race for the most sarcasm right here, we've got Paul at first, James is second, and Philip's coming in third over there.
I got it.
You are the champion, sir.
I gotta keep you on top of your game there, Bob, huh?
I should have bought a WWE belt from Walmart, you know, the toy ones, and that should have been the giveaway for most sarcasm.
I just wanted to say I won that horizontal hive you offered, Hail Hives. So I need your email address.
Yeah, I was going to say that wasn't up for say that. Blaine at Texas Beekeeper tried to get in there too. I said, nice try.
That's what they look like with the drawers and stuff on the bottom.
That's nice.
And a logo on
Yeah.
it too.
How much is one of them?
So those ones I don't sell the ones with the drawers. The ones with the drawers I only make for these special giveaways.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's the one I need.
Yeah.
Well,
he said special giveaway, not special needs.
Yeah. Oh, we got jokes now.
So that drawer, believe it or not, because the way I build it and everything, with the magnets and stuff in the back to hold them in, it takes probably an additional, I'm going to say 2.5 hours just to build that drawer.
Yeah. I can see that.
That is good work.
Well, Mark usually shows us all the work he's doing when he's online and out in the shop building stuff while we're on.
Yeah, I've been busy. I just got a good laugh, y'all. This cat caught a mouse, and he jumped in bed with my wife.
With the mouse?
With the mouse. My wife comes running in here. You got to get this cat out of here.
Okay, I'm taking the cat out, but I'm leaving the mouse.
That's no appreciation whatsoever.
Yeah.
That does seem like a commonplace thing at beekeeping and cats here lately.
Sharon says, I'm not giving away my queens, but I can include a queen or swarm cell with them.
Okay.
So here's a question for you, Sharon. You could put those in a pro nuke. Go ahead and let that queen hatch out and come back mate it. And then all of a sudden it's a $200 colony. That's probably what I would do, personally.
Maybe she didn't have frames.
That is possible as well. But she would have, if she was doing a swarm cell, unless she cut the swarm cell out, she'd have to give that frame, right?
Tell Seth Hill to come down there and get him. He goes to South Georgia.
Now, Mark, on Queen,
just north of Florida.
If she's Charleston, though, she's over on the coast.
Savannah. She's in Savannah. Yeah.
Savannah. Okay.
He's on the coast.
And Mark, on those queens, when would those be ready, you think?
Next spring. Year from this.
Probably about the second week of April.
Okay.
At least.
Yeah. Now they're virgins, so, and I got to fill some orders first.
So here's a question for you. I've never ordered virgin queens, but how long are they? I mean, do you overnight ship them? I mean,
I can. It's expensive. I can.
I mean, I guess since they're virgin, you don't have to worry about them not being able to lay because they can't lay anyway.
Right.
So what's like a typical time frame that you can keep those out of a colony?
Oh Lord, I don't know what.
You can keep them in the incubator. I've heard up to around 6 or 7 days.
I've heard. What's that guy down there in Texas? Big bee breeder.
Weaver.
He keeps them for 60 days.
What?
As a virgin?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to keep them that long. But
I think after 2 weeks, they're no good to do anything.
I don't know.
I've never kept them that long, but one thing I can tell you now, I've never tried to keep a virgin, but I do know that the longer you keep a mated queen in the cage, you can see her production and her vitality directly proportionally drop. So,
yeah. Now I think he was talking about mated queens.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like.
But even maiden queens, I think they stop laying if you get them.
Yeah,
Evidently not.
Their abdomen shrinks.
I was told 2 weeks if you're banking them is like the longest.
Oh, you can go a lot longer than that. It's with a virgin, I know, because don't inseminate them until after like 9 or 10 days old, because they've got to develop.
Correct.
You know. So
What
they walk around in a hive, you know.
Yeah, they made it within a certain amount of time, or they lose it too. I think
that would be a good question to ask a specific queen breeder. You know,
yeah.
See if we couldn't find that out.
Call Corey up, Mark, and figure that out for us.
I don't imagine Corey keeps them long enough to know.
Well, and that was my problem. Like, by the time I get them, I'm usually grafting them and setting everything up so that they go right in as a cell, right? But I've never tried to keep them that long. But I do know the ones that, not this past year or the year before, I do know those ones I kept in the cage, they were not the same quality as queens as the ones that I let out right away.
Yeah.
The last I knew, Corey was indicating he was going into the queen cell business, not necessarily the mated queen business too.
Yeah.
But you're shipping that's not going to take that long.
Yeah, 3 or 4 days at the most.
And if you got it and you still didn't have your split made up, you really only need about 4 days on that split to go in there and get rid of them queen cells that they've made, and then they're hopelessly queenless. Right. So if you'll feed it that 4 days, give it water, you'll be all right. Keep it.
So Mark, you're not grafting until the end of March if you're going to have queens in mid-April?
Yeah. I should have some.
Wife. She brought me a BLT. Or I should call it a PLT. Porky, lettuce, and tomato.
Should have kept the skull. Alas, poor Porky. I knew him well.
Make a pig hat out of him.
Yeah, I've got around 200. I've got a field that I got to get that done first. Them are paying people, Yep. So I'll do several grafts right off the bat, but I hadn't started yet. It's still early.
Do you do a lot of those at the same time, or you do iterations through the same?
Well, I'll do what I can do,
Cell builder.
Yeah.
I just put a message in the comment there for Smiley Ray too to find out where he's located.
Yeah.
If he's further north, he may have to wait too.
But, yeah, I can do it whenever he's ready, as long as it's in season. It's no big deal.
Smiley Ray's in Columbia, Louisiana.
Oh, okay. He's in Louisiana down here with me then. He's in
Oh,
North
he'll be-
Louisiana.
Well, he's
He'll
a
be
Yankee
ready right
from
now.
North Louisiana League.
Yeah, he's in North Louisiana.
Anything
Up there
above
around
that,
Shreveport. Columbia's pretty close to Monroe, but he won the honey when you guys hosted my 100 subscribers. So that's why I know where he is.
All right.
Well, if he's anywhere en route, I could probably drop it by with it instead of mailing it.
Yeah, it's on 165 South out of Monroe. Go down to Columbia.
Okay.
I got family all up around there.
I'm gonna book her here, guys. I got to get up early, so much.
Yeah, I got to get up at
appreciate
3.
the invite as always.
Lee may as well not even go to sleep now.
Yeah.
I was joking about coming on dragging her off. I just want to come and say congrats again, and probably sign off and let you all sign off so Lee can get to bed too.
Exactly. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. You have a good one, James. You too.
Have a
Hey,
good one.
James.
Have a good one.
Sharon and I always need bees. Always.
I should be going to. I gotta get up early tomorrow morning.
Got video games to play?
Yeah, quite literally. That's my job.
Hey, that's a good job, though.
Did someone just join in?
All right. Good night.
Hey, we got Spanky down here in the bottom.
Spanky waits to signing off time to come in.
Well, that's the only thing I hate. I hear
Well, I
a
come
bee.
in earlier and was sitting in the back room.
Really? I
See,
didn't even see it.
Well, if we've got so many people at the bottom, when you hear that
That's
beep
what I
or
figured.
don't hear it, it's below the thing, and you got to scroll down to
Mhm.
actually see.
Matter of fact, I heard it and I was like, "Who's that?" Because it shows nothing on the bottom, just part of the screen.
All right. Well, I'm checking out also, everyone.
All right, Phil. Thanks,
Good night,
brother.
Phil.
Phil, thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody who joined the chat tonight. And thank you for the super chats. And congratulations to the winners. And thank everybody that has supported us for the last year. And hopefully it keeps going.
Yep. And anybody
Thank
that
y'all.
needed
Thank y'all.
to email me with their information, I'm dropping my email in the comments there again. And just make sure you give me your username for YouTube and your real name and your mailing address. And I think you had 2 that was supposed to get with you, Bob, on the
Already got 'em.
extractor. Okay, you got both of them?
I already ordered the extractor to be delivered to him. And I already sent the information to Amir for Danette. So
Sounds good.
now it's on
Check
them.
my email and get back with me, Lee.
Yeah, I got your email a while ago. I'm going to get with you on that.
Let me see. Actually, I've got mail in the mailbox. I got to go out and check my mail. I've got JZBZ cages out there.
Just don't go check the Queens.
Nope.
Yeah, leave 'em
Hell
alone.
no. Oh, hell no, as the guy said today. I'm not going in any. I've had enough stings today. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody showing up tonight and
All right.
showing up for this past year.
Heck yeah.
Now remember, I will not be on Friday night. I'm going to a concert.
It just sounds like you're slacking to me.
I think
Yeah,
so.
well,
Well, 6 hours.
Bob can take it over for the night.
Well, yeah, like Spanky was saying, after 6
all
hours, he can have a little break. That'll
You know,
make up
Sunday, I was waiting for that text from Charlie. Man, we're going live tonight. And I never got it. I was like, I guess we're taking the night off tonight.
Well, I mean, I got plenty of hours now. I just need to get some.
Oh, so it's all about you, Charlie.
Well,
how many hours I got?
Well, I will have to say one thing. I do appreciate, Bob, that, when either one of us is on it, it's always really, you know how it is. It's really nice to have somebody in the room with you. Talking.
Well, the main thing is when you're by yourself, you're just talking to the chat box.
Yeah. You do well with that. I'm not much on.
No, I hate it. I hate just talking to the chat box.
Look who's coming in.
Speaking of
Chat. Holy smokes.
It's Brad.
Yeah.
Brad.
Well,
you guys
Charlie talking about like needing the
all dressed
hours or the subs. I just got an email the other day said I finally hit 40,000 views.
40,000 views?
Yeah, so I just looked at my analytics. Out of 40,000 views in the past 28 days, I've got 12,800. So you got to figure
shorts,
out
all your shorts.
Yeah, that's a quarter of it right there in 28 days.
Hey, Brad, I caught some Canadian bees today.
How did you know they're Canadian bees?
Well, they were at a Canadian company, so they must have been Canadian bees.
That doesn't mean anything.
They were still wearing their parkas. They moved south for the winter.
Oh, okay.
Is that your green screen back there, Brad?
Yeah, but my software is not playing well with it. So I don't know. I was just on a Zoom call and it worked on the Zoom, but it doesn't work on the StreamYard.
Well, when you do the StreamYard and you go to your virtual background, you got to click the thing that says, I have a green screen.
Yeah, I think I did that.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Charlie did it. It worked pretty good, other than it was this small.
Yeah, I got my lights in, Lee, but I didn't like them. Sent
You
them
did?
back. Nah. So I sent them back today. I'm going to get me a green screen.
Hey, Mark, Peter's asking how much you sell your virgins for.
25 if you just buy one. If you buy 10 or more, they're 20. And I hadn't offered any mated ones yet because I'm going to be keeping most of them. I may have some mated ones later on, you know, but my first run, I'm going to keep most of them.
Do you mark your virgins or not?
No, I can if you want me to, but
I was just wondering. I mean, some do, some don't. Just that way they know when they come back, they can glance in there real quick and find that little dot, see if she's swelling up.
Well, I tell you what, it worked really well when I did it on those queen cells that hatched the other day. Super easy, right? She comes right out. You just grab her, dude, put her right back in. She goes back to her honey and good to go. And then walk her outside and put her in your colony. And hope she didn't get bald like two of mine did. But the rest of them did good.
well, just you got to learn to stay out of it, Bob.
That's hard, man. That is a hard thing when you start something new. It's like, oh, let's see how they're doing in there.
Just stay out of it.
And she was pretty too. She was like one of those, had the nice black abdomen and everything. I was like, oh, she's gonna be great. Yeah, great. And a ball in the bottom of the damn nuke. That's what she was.
That hurts.
You know what that means, Bob.
Well, the good thing about it, it was a cheap experiment because, you know, I took my mentor down to get those queen cells. And because I paid for the gas and drove, and he bought 20 queen cells, he gave me $127. The whole bill was $137. So they cost me $2 a piece. So, but, you know, with that being said, I do have 3 that are definitely in there walking around. And then I've got 2 cells in there from last week that are supposed to hatch out Friday. So,
yeah, have y'all got much nectar coming in yet?
You got a little bit down here, not a whole lot.
A little bit, enough to piss them off when you go in the colony because they're kind of defensive, you know.
The maples here are really blooming now. Red maples.
That hive, I told you, you know, I had 2 of them blew over. I went down there and checked them the other day, and it was loaded full of brood. So I don't know what happened. The time before I went in it, there wasn't no brood, but I seen a queen. Wasn't no eggs, nothing. I don't know. They just made another one, and she went out and got mated, or what? It's loaded down with brood now.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that made me 0 losses for this year. Well, even after 2 of them blew over.
I went down to about 18 colonies, and I'm sitting, not including the swarm today, I'm at like 22. So already like 25% recovery over my losses. You know, I'm already back to where I was before my losses. So we'll say that.
Wow.
So now to increase. The queen business is good for sure, especially when people in your local area find out that you have queens. I've already had people calling me, I need 3 queens. And I'm like, well, I don't have them. I'm like, you want virgins or queen cells? No, we want mated. Well,
yeah, everybody wants a mated queen.
Mm-hmm.
But if they would take a virgin, I mean,
yeah, take a virgin. By the time they waiting on somebody to get a mated one, they could have already had theirs come back mated.
Yep.
Right, for half price.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's like,
and better genetics too.
So the I don't mind them waiting if they'll wait, you know. But it is what it is. If I keep getting these swarm calls, though, I'll my nuke orders will be filled real quick because I'll just here's your nuke. Just came in off the Mercedes at the Canadian company.
I hate to back on out of here, but I'm gonna have to go. I got to get up at 3:30.
All right, Lee, have a good one.
All right, y'all.
Me
have a
too,
good night.
Lee.
Thanks for a year of friendship and fun.
Yeah, thank you, Mark, for the giveaway too.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all.
Y'all have a good night.
All right. Good night, Lee.
So it was a company called Mark Anthony Brewing. I don't know if you've heard of them, Brad. But they make Mike's Hard Lemonade and some other stuff, alcoholic beverages.
All right. Well, I've heard of Mike's Hard Lemonade.
And so every year they say they get a swarm. This one landed on a Mercedes like RV, one of the big Mercedes vans, and it had solar panels on the top and all this craziness, and nice little swarm.
In your video, I think you were looking for the queen. Did you find her?
You know, I saw her and I reached in my pocket to grab my cage out, and I pulled it out, and by that time she had took off. But I was just started grabbing clusters, right? Whatever clusters, and putting them in there. And after that, I moved it to the ground, and the bees just started coming down there.
You didn't get that queen because you're missing something when you catch that queen. You're supposed to hold it up high and say, "Praise Jesus!" You find that queen, get her in that cage. That's the key.
Like Mr. Ed. Thank you, Jesus.
That's right. Thank you, Jesus. That's right. Thank you. I get it wrong. Thank you, Jesus. When you get you're supposed to give some thanks.
I had 2 swarm calls, and I had the queen at my fingertips on both of them, and caught neither one of them.
At least you've been able to look for or see them.
Well, the first one I did see, and I'm 95% sure that she's in the box because of all the fanning. The one from tonight, it just got dark on us. So I told him I left my pro nuke there. I said, I'll come back tomorrow, and one or two things will happen. Either there'll be bees in the box or all the bees will take off. One of the two things. So either way, they're out of your yard. And the problem is they were just too high up in the tree. And, and the ass whooping they gave me. That was the other thing. So,
all right, guys. I'm going to head out too. Good night.
Right, Philip, have a good night, sir.
Take care.
And so, yeah, they put a hurt on me, sting-wise, tonight.
Was James here earlier?
Yeah,
he was.
He just left.
Oh. I was in a meeting. He sent me a link while I was in a meeting. So I just
He
clicked
gave
on the
away
link.
a crafting table.
Yeah,
he did,
it's our 1 year stream anniversary.
Oh, it is. Well, congratulations on the year.
I got a hive tool.
You got a
Apparently
hive
won a hive tool, yeah. I gave away an extractor. Lee gave away a ton of stuff. Mark gave away
an extractor.
Yeah, it's an 8-frame extractor.
Oh, okay.
So, we got a lot of newer beekeepers that are using like hand crank jobs and stuff like that. So
yeah.
It's
Well,
$400, but
that's pretty good though.
Yeah, I mean that's what I started with. I bought eight medium, four deeps, and
yeah, my first one would do 9 deeps. It's electric, but it 9 deeps. That's all it would do. So one box of honey at a time.
All right, cut the bottom off the milk jug. You know, the first swarm, all I did was take a Pro Nuke. I had some old frames in there. I sprayed it with my swarm lure. I set it up on right next to them, and they just started walking in. I was like, oh, that's a good sign. And the other one was just way up in the trees, so it was a little bit more difficult. You went red all of a sudden.
I got sunburn.
I got one. See, my forehead's tan already and burnt.
Playing with my camera settings.
It's 82 degrees down here today.
There you go.
So, anyway, guys, I'm going to turn off the broadcast for this evening. I appreciate all the viewers and all the winners and everybody that chimes in and comes in every Tuesday and on Charlie's stream on Fridays and every other night of the week that we stream. And we'll see you on the next stream. Thank you. Good night.
All right. We'll see you, Brad. Yeah.